the video.
The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
What's going on? Another episode of BillsAholic Pod after a W. Got John to my left. I got... Wait a minute. Where's Chris?
Give it a little kiss, man. Give it a little kiss.
There you are.
That's
Oh, it's our Lombard. It's
that
Emerge
the
Barty.
Emerge Barty. What's it? The Emerge Barty is coming home tank top. Come on. Get that off there, man. How about BillsAholic Pod? BillsAholic Pod walk into Emerge and they take over. They take over. You know who did not take over on Sunday? Josh Allen.
Oh. No.
Josh Allen. Not a great way for that game to start.
Yeah. Neither did Chris Greiner.
Neither did Chris Greiner.
Hey, just want to say quick congratulations, you boys. First year
Thank
in the league.
Thank you.
Take
Good
home
job, boys.
the
Good job,
Emerge
boys.
Party. Gonna get the sticker on there soon, and like Chris has been saying, all pre-show, you guys are gonna be on the stage next draft. Congratulations.
Hey, man, it feels good. Feels good because, like
A
Travis,
come from behind victory.
I would say we were losing. And you know, Travis kind of touched on this last week. What was really awesome was I remember sitting in there. You know, we were a little bit late to the draft, last guys to get in. We're sitting in the far corner. Ironically enough, sitting right next to the guy that we beat in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And we come through. We come through. We have a good draft. Travis, I don't even remember what you. Oh, we picked first because we're gonna finish in first. That might have been the top 10 corniest things I've ever heard, but hey, it wasn't wrong. It wasn't wrong. BillsAholic Pod, you know, Super Bowl champions, Super Bowl champions. Now, there's a little bit of beef at the table today because I did not win another Super Bowl. John, who's victorious twice now.
Back to back.
I say back to
That's
back.
back to back.
He's back to back in KC's fantasy league, and
Yes,
then
sir.
he also helps pick up a Merge Lombardi here. God, good week for a guy like you.
Yes, it was.
Good week
Yes,
for a
it
guy
was.
like you.
Went 2 for 2.
And then
Well, I went 2 for 3. I
Oh,
came
2
in
for
second
3.
in another league.
I came in
that's-
second in my other league, too.
yeah,
I
came
got
out
the
second in
break speed off
Super
of me.
Ouch.
Yeah, I
was
lost to
bad.
Jerome Ford. So
Yeah. None of my team showed up.
Jerome Ford. Gosh, man.
So let's talk about our Sunday. So,
I'm gonna be real. It's real easy for a guy like me.
well, so we start off our Sunday, go over to Chris's house, his new place, meet up there. It's a 1 o'clock game. Buffalo finally gets a 1 o'clock game. We hit up Denny's before we go to the stadium.
That's what probably also helped, by the way.
Yeah. We get there. We just got out of Ben's car, and people come from behind us and like, "You want to do an egg toss?" Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
We did a couple rounds of that. Him and Ben won. You guys went like what, 5 or 6 parking
Yeah, so
parking
we
lot
won.
spaces?
We won one, and then we placed. Well, we tied for first. The next. Good
Yeah.
effort. Good effort from
That
us.
was pretty cool. I've never even thought of doing it.
No, that was pretty cool.
We're
That
gonna
was
have to
pretty
do
cool.
those next year.
And then it just kind of went all downhill from there.
Yeah. So Chris, he took full advantage of not driving on Sunday. And full advantage, I mean full advantage. Here's the clips. What is that?
Jerry said she had a Slim Jim at home for me last night, and I never fucking got that shit.
Oh, I like your hat. Your hat's cool. Buddy. Do the gritty, buddy. Do the gritty.
I'm pretty drunk with them. I don't win.
You'll see him almost walk into a car here in a second.
Might be that one.
Seriously, have that
Dodged it just like Jalen Reagor dodged Tyler Bass, boy.
Hey,
Go
Tyler
Bills.
Bass has some speed though.
She told me last night when we had things last year, it was a Slim Jim for me. I didn't forget that.
Not even sure if that actually
Well, I
happened.
can't remember this whole entire Bills game, but I'll be home soon. I love you so much. I love you. Big old kick. What? I love you. You put me to work when we get home? Guys, do not take me home right away. Do not. What do I have to do? Give me my chores.
There was chores.
Give me my chores. Give me my chores. Something I have to do, babe.
Oh, almost that. You dodged that.
I
truck.
pissed on the seat this morning. I wasn't even
Yo,
drunk this
I am so glad I got that record.
Just moved into place. You're
Hey.
pissing on a seat, bro.
Just moved into
This
place,
one
don't know how to
podcast.
act.
Is there a peace spot somewhere?
Wow. So I can explain, man. I can explain.
Can you explain one other thing?
Is it the
Why
picture on the
are your
right?
jeans so goddamn tight?
Oh, bro. I mean, well, it doesn't help that there's those skinnier jeans too that I wear, but also they did just come out the wash. They did just come out.
It
the
did
wash.
not look like.
And
it.
no, it did not look like it when we left the game. It looked like it from the start. When we got in there, you would have been like, "Damn, okay, those are clean." When we left, apparently I was eating a meatball bomber. Meatball dropped on me and kind of rolled on the guy in front of me. Is that the consensus?
Yeah, you got on the hood of his jacket, and yeah, there's a couple instances. So, I think I like Chris drunk. Like you drunk, you're a good time. You're embarrassing, but you're a good time. So that kickoff, like he said, that's one of the only
Oh,
things you
geez.
remembered.
I remember what happened after too. I said sorry 1,000,001 times for this.
So Jalen Reagor ran it back, and he just got his first Jack Daniels. He's like, "What the fuck?" Beer everywhere. There's a girl in front of him, and gets on her leg. He's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry." At least 1,000,000 times.
yeah.
He was sorry.
There was that instance, and then I think when you got, I don't know, your third or fourth trip, you were coming back. He spilled beer again on someone's shoe.
Bro.
He's over there like I'm going down the row. I see Chris like, "I'm so sorry. Let me clean it off." Clean off somebody's shoe, and then you got the meatball bomber little
There's a
instance.
bomb for sure.
What a wreck.
I'm gonna
He's
tell you
he's
one
a
thing.
wreck.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
He's
I'm gonna tell you
What?
one thing. The meatball bomber, that was top 5 meatball sub I've ever had in my life.
yeah.
It went down. It went down super smooth. I didn't pay for that at any point. Like I did pay for it, like financially paid for it. I did not pay for that later on in the day. I did not pay for that at all. That might have helped a little bit.
So
But
if you ever want to be around Chris when he's drunk, it's a good time.
Good.
Because he just acts like a damn fool. He's
Yeah.
loud.
Seems like it's like a alter ego type of deal.
it doesn't seem like that was me, man. It doesn't seem like that was me.
You had Ben move up a couple rows because he was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Ben was
He's from-
Ben was threatening to leave the game early because he's like, "Chris,
Hey,
let's
man.
just go. Come
Hey.
on."
I'm not the vibe kill there. I wasn't the one trying to leave the game early, but I did leave the game early.
Yeah,
Dude, you checked out after the kickoff.
Yeah, that's what. So the best part,
said,
the other thing I do remember was at one point going to the bathroom real quick, like the line was just so long, and so me and Jacob stood there the whole entire time, and then all of a sudden it got close to the door, no TVs around me at all, and I just hear everybody going nuts on the outside, and like everybody in the tunnel, like in the concourse is like high fiving each other. So me and Jacob just look at each other, we're like, no fucking way, dude, no way. We have no idea what we're celebrating. And then come to find out it was Rasul Douglas pick 6.
Yeah.
Rasul Douglas, man.
What a trade, huh?
Man, what a trade.
What trade, John?
Wow.
What a trade. Watched
Oh,
watched all those highlights on One Bills Live the next morning. It's like, wow.
John, it's all good, man. Sometimes we swing and we miss.
Hey.
Sometimes when we swing, we hit home.
Like I always say, if I'm going to be wrong about something, I'm okay with being wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, I didn't say I didn't like him.
No, you
Yeah, I
just
said it was a bad trade.
you just
Didn't like the trade, that's all.
you didn't you say something about him being like an older Kyrie Elam?
Maybe.
We might be. That might be. Who knows? Kyrie Lam.
We probably got the same stat, don't we?
He's healthy. He's healthy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I think mine's in a different.
We just, I mean,
Yeah, it's the same.
yeah. So, Rasul Douglas, since getting here, has 8 games, 4 picks, 8 pass defended, 2 fumble recoveries, a sack, and a touchdown.
He's a ball hawk, man.
He does it all.
He's a ball hawk.
He does it all.
I mean, from what I've watched after the game and for what I've been told from people, defense looked amazing on Sunday. From what I don't remember at all is not a single Josh Allen snap. That's the craziest part.
Well,
So,
you missed
didn't
a
miss-
couple cool ass
I
plays.
missed a big Kincaid play, which sucked because I loved
He was
Kincaid.
also in line.
Jesus.
Lord knows what I was buying at that point.
Yeah.
I don't even remember going to the line as many times as they claim, but
That was 5 or 6.
that's crazy. That's crazy. So, and then the funniest part about it was, like, after talking to my dad the next day, he was just like, yep, that's pretty much how I was the whole entire 90s. And I was like, wow.
Good
wow.
for you,
things,
though.
things make a lot more sense.
Good for you, though.
I could get I might be able to get through a couple of tough losses, tough Super Bowl losses if I just didn't remember what the hell was going on.
I mean, you drive us all last season, pretty much all this season besides one game. I mean, you deserve a little.
Yeah, that felt good, man.
You
That
deserve
felt
a
good.
little break.
That felt good.
Now,
Although
if we have a playoff
I would
game
say
at
if the playoffs,
home, you're definitely driving.
oh yeah, I'm driving and I will not be taking a sip of alcohol. Just so everybody's aware, I will 100% be there and in the
Sober
presence
up.
of that game.
7 days sober.
Yep.
The journey starts now. Oh wait,
It's
what?
been about. I think it's been about 48 hours since
Oh, I
the
meant
game,
like
right?
next Sunday
Oh.
or this upcoming.
Oh
Sunday.
well, if there's a Bills playoff game, it'll be almost 2 weeks sober.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we're watching the game at my house on Sunday, who knows what might happen? Might be some alcohol passed around. It's BillsAholic Pod, man. I'm just representing well, like you put in the group chat. Representing well.
Yeah.
Came through. Jacob's first Bills game, had to show him a good time, man. And I don't
You
think
did.
I don't think we really disappointed. The offense kind of did. What? Can we just talk about the AFC? Like, the AFC is just, I mean, I'm scratching my head the whole entire day, not accomplishing anything at work because I can't wrap my head around the fact that the Bills win, they're the 2nd seed. If they lose, and obviously there's a couple of other things that has to happen for this to happen, but if they lose, they could be potentially eliminated. I mean, that to me is like,
That just sums up this Bills season, doesn't it?
it just sums up like,
Being a Bills fan.
I've been trying to think back, and I was talking to a couple of coworkers about this throughout the day. It was like, when was the last time you've ever really heard of that scenario where it's like, you win, you get the 2nd seed.
Every
if you
year.
lose, the 2nd seed to eliminate
Not that
to
extreme.
like
but
I've second
there's-
to like 6th or 7th seed.
There's always some kind of crazy thing that can happen every year. But yeah, this is different.
2nd to eliminate is
Very
crazy,
different.
dude.
So, here's how it breaks down. If the Bills win, they're in. They win the AFC East. They get the 2nd seed. They're in the playoffs. Bills lose. The Steelers have to win, and the Jags have to lose. Or Bills lost, Steelers lost, Jags win. So Ravens are going to sit all their starters. They already clinched number 1 seed. I don't see why they play Lamar or any of them. So
I'll tell you why.
I'll give you one reason why I think they
You can
do.
go. You
I
go.
think I'll give you one reason because a couple seasons ago they were in the same situation where they clinched the playoffs. They were all good, right?
Mm-hmm.
They sit their starters.
Mhm.
They get rolled. Their first game, they get rolled right out of the playoffs.
By
it
Tennessee.
by Tennessee?
That's a
Yep.
good point.
Get rolled right out the playoffs.
I mean, that'd
Maybe
be
a bad taste in Baltimore's mouth.
I'd
after
love
that.
it if the Bills don't take care of their own
I
business.
don't think
but
Lamar Jackson will play all 4 quarters, but I'd be damned.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm even comfortable with Tyler Huntley
I
against
agree.
that Steelers team.
I agree. I will say I think Lamar Jackson likely plays at least a half of football on Sunday.
Jags play the Titans. Jags got to win this game to.
Oh, Thursday rather. Sorry, I said Sunday. Thursday's the Ravens game.
Yes. Oh yeah, I didn't.
Wow, that's big. That's. Yeah, I thought I didn't know.
Oh yeah,
that.
there's 2 Saturday games, right?
There's not
No
Thur-
Thursday night. I didn't.
Wow.
I didn't switch those
My
up.
whole week. I was about to say, man, you should come over for the Thursday game. No, there is no Thursday game. I'm wrong.
2
Well,
Saturdays and then.
I didn't. Wait a second, man. Whenever I mess up with the board, it's a big deal.
I just went with the. I didn't. No, I didn't.
What
I didn't
what
erase-
app did you use? ESPN?
No. I didn't erase the Thursday night football Saturday or Sunday, or Oh, I'm mixed up too. Holy shit.
I think what you really have to do is you got to sit back and watch the film, and you got to get better from this.
What
Because
he
that's
did was
something
he
I-
never erased where
What?
it says Tuesday night, and he just assumed Steelers-Ravens was
Yeah, I did.
Tuesday.
But that is the first game of the week.
Sorry,
so-
at least he didn't miss a game.
You know, I
And
didn't.
then blamed a nap.
I didn't miss the biggest game of the week, the Niners and Ravens.
Hey man,
Yep, sober up.
Yeah,
hey man.
get better, dude. So,
What were we just talking about?
Jags.
Oh,
so
no,
Ja-
I have a point though. This is, Steelers-Ravens. This is,
The Steelers, Ravens don't want the Steelers in the playoffs.
no. But also,
Do they want the Bills?
like he said, Tyler Huntley and the backups can get it done against, honestly, just a terrible Steelers team, too.
This is the Steelers team that lost to the
So-
Patriots, man.
And then the Jags, I mean,
they had no. Yeah, they.
dude, they can drop that game easily, too. Trevor
Yes,
Lawrence is going to be questionable with a shoulder, a finger, a toe, a hangnail,
But they want
a
to.
head injury, a
They
bad
want to
haircut.
win though because it's for the division.
Bad
right?
haircut.
Dude, he's got every injury in the book.
But no, the Jags are disappointing this year, so I can see them lose too.
They need a win, though.
Yeah, division, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So all it comes down to is Bills, just do your damn
Yeah,
job and
That's
win.
the
Bills
easiest
win,
way
it don't
in.
even matter.
That's the easiest way
You
in.
win and you're in.
That's
The
the
only
easiest
thing I
way.
hate, kind of, is they'll know. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like, say
shit. Yeah.
say the Ravens take care of it, vice versa,
Say
whatever
it,
happens. Are they going to play?
Exactly.
They're going to play like shit. I
Right.
personally, not that I want this to happen because I don't want to be stressed out for the whole
I
week.
want that division.
I'm going to agree with what you're about to say.
But I wouldn't mind nothing falling their way, so they have to win. Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly
Backs
wouldn't.
No, I don't
against the-
disagree.
Backs against the wall. And
I don't disagree
Show us what
because
you got.
I
I'm
mean the Bills they've been pushed up against the wall the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season and they have. I mean they're 4-0 in their last 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to be ultimately pushed up against the wall. Okay, go out and win this game, or if
wait.
you don't, you go home.
So the Bills and Dolphins got flexed to Sunday night.
Yeah. So you're.
So what's the Cowboys and
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What is going on?
Week 18 fucked me. No, I'm blaming this
Well,
on Week 18.
I thought Chris
Actually,
Whoa.
I think we're gonna blame the app.
Whoa.
No. We actually this time we actually
Oh,
are.
no, I
blaming-
see what you did because when we make our picks on Tank Talk, this is what screws up.
That's the
us
last
up,
game
too.
of the
Mhm.
week.
Is because
on
the
ESPN.
Bills are
They flexed
like
the
the
game.
favorite team. You got them as a favorite team on the ESPN app,
And they're gonna be
so
at the
it
top.
shows your team
Oh, I
first.
did that.
Yeah,
I
yep.
did that.
Yeah, Sunday, January 7th, 8:20 p.m.
All right, me and Travis take full responsibility. We're not gonna blame the app. That's
Tables
on
have
us.
turned.
Unlike Chris, we're not gonna blame the app.
Yeah, that was on me because I had them marked as my favorite team.
We'll fix that.
So good thinking.
We'll,
I didn't
we'll
think
run,
about that.
We'll run through all the other games. No,
Yeah, it's all good, man.
the schedule's up there, man. It is
It's
what
all
it is.
We don't gotta go through the timings and shit like that.
I guess we won't, man. I guess 18.
All that matters is you pick the winners. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yes,
Pick the
really
winner.
the name of the game.
All that matters for me this week is I could be wrong about every single game as long as the Bills win. That's all that matters. Because
the way you're going.
I was gonna say, so quick records update: Travis 153 to 79. Damn. Chris 144 to 88. John 151 to 81. There's only one guy here at the table that has a chance to catch Travis, and that's John.
How'd that happen?
I suck, man.
I'm just like that.
Because he picks those damn
But-
games where you're like, what was the last game what's the game last week? Oh, Dolphins over Ravens.
Yeah, well, I did that on purpose.
You did, and we talked about it on the way up here.
I
I like it though. You
I
pick
wanted to
those
pick 'em,
risky games.
Put. I want to put my money on them
Listen, dude,
because
I've
then they
been,
lose.
I've been picking Detroit all year. So Detroit and Houston, those are
I like you.
Winning record.
I'm just trying to see who they got this week. The Lions.
Lions have the
Vikings. I'm sure the Vikings will manage to win that game.
well, Lions already clinched their division and playoff spot.
They're not even playing for the 1 seed no
No.
more since they
yeah,
called.
they're stuck where they are
So I mean, like,
Yeah, they got screwed.
since they got screwed over.
Rams and Lions week 1. Matty Stafford coming back home.
Mhm.
does he spoil it?
Oh yeah, probably.
Rams need that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they win. They're in too. No, they already clinched
They
a
already
playoff spot.
because the Steelers.
Someone
won.
Oh, I
lost.
thought they
Yeah.
could move.
Or someone won.
They can move. They could probably move.
Oh,
but
they're locked.
Oh,
they're locked.
Yeah.
They're locked.
missed
So you
that.
probably go see
Okay.
Carson Wentz versus Darnold this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that one. I'm sure that's gonna pop up on Red Zone 3
I love
times.
it. I love week
Only
18
probably
and
3 times. We're gonna just check
Oh
in
my
on this
God.
game.
You're gonna
Pick 6.
you're gonna bet the under on that.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right, boys, got some trivia.
Okay.
Some trivia. Dude,
Trivia.
there we go.
Love it. Love it.
Did I miss a new segment?
No,
I guess.
No,
I
no.
always just have something.
I'm gone for 1
You
week
weren't-
and there's
you
new
weren't-
segments.
Something's in the bag. All right, boys, can we name the Bills' top 5 defensive PFF grades versus the Patriots?
Rasul.
Rasul Douglas.
Are we going with that one? Go 1 to
Oh, okay.
1 to 5.
One, I'm going Ed Oliver.
No.
I don't think this is fair.
Okay, Travis.
Okay. 1 through 5.
Yep.
I don't want to rank them because if I rank them 1 through 5, I'm gonna be wrong. So I'll just name 5.
Rasul Douglas is definitely on the list.
No, well, you got to go 1 through 5, man.
That's the point
It
of
makes
the
it.
game.
It's trivia.
Okay, fine.
Can I put my answer for number 1?
Fuck off.
What's number 1?
Rasul.
No.
It's not Rasul. We already said this. Not Rasul.
I
It's not
don't-
Ed Oliver.
I just kind of don't understand how
Partner in crime.
Daquan Jones.
Christian Benford.
Oh, I thought you,
Christian
I thought you meant
Bedford
Ed's.
won.
I thought you meant
No.
Ed's partner in crime.
Number 2 is certainly Terrell Bernard.
Rasul Douglas.
Rasul Douglas.
That is
3,
Terrell
Terrell
Bernard.
Bernard.
3. No, not on the list.
Ed Oliver. 3.
On the list, but not there.
He's probably 4.
Terrell Bernard's not on the list. Homie had 2 sacks and like 10 tackles.
I know. PFF grades, man, they're weird.
Yeah, PFF grades are not easy when you don't remember the game.
All right,
Let's go Jordan Poyer.
Nope.
Taylor Rapp.
Number 3, one of your favorite players.
Greg Rousseau?
Greg
He had a-
Rousseau.
Nice.
He had a good game?
He did.
Oh, wow.
Number 4
This is where Ed goes in. Ed's 5.
Number
had an
4,
infamous pick 6.
Ed is 5.
Rasul Douglas.
Rasul Douglas. Oh,
Teron Johnson.
Well, he had a pick 6 like 12 years ago, man. I thought we were talking about this game.
Is it not?
all right.
Bill's
Teron.
infamous
Teron
to
led
win a
up.
Fair
playoff
enough.
game?
Against the Ravens.
And then 5 is Ed.
Why is
Fuck,
Bre-
you guys suck.
Yeah, we-
Jesus.
I might
Why is
still be a
Bernard
little
not on
drunk,
there?
man.
I don't know.
I'm just
It's
confused on
just-
why Bernard's
Listen,
on.
Honestly,
John didn't make the rankings.
I didn't make
It's not
it.
John's fault, it's
PFF.
PFF.
All right, let me
fault.
go to my let me go to my camera roll because we brought up Terrell Bernard way too early into the episode.
Is it too
never-
early to talk about him?
All right, you probably have
never-
the same
it's
thing.
never
as I
too
do.
early.
I do.
He
You
was in
got
the
it.
C block.
It's never too
All
early.
right, how about I do Terrell Bernard? No,
You got it.
Just
Roll it, baby.
it's Terrell Bernard an All-Pro. 2023 so far, 134 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, 3 picks, 5 pass deflections, 3 forced
3 forced fumbles. 3
fumble
fumbles.
recoveries.
There you go.
Sorry.
I might not be.
Something's
the drunk
on,
one.
something's on tonight.
Huh.
this is
22
my ride
Matt
home.
Milano, 99 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, 3 interceptions, 11 pass deflections, 2 fumble recoveries. I think Terrell Bernard, he's got the numbers for it.
Well, he's
he def-
definitely going to be a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, and
Oh,
he,
Pro
definitely,
Bowler
he definitely
definitely.
deserves
It's going to
it.
be hard for him to make All Pro this year just because you still got guys like Roquan and Fred and all that.
Which are having years. And,
Yeah. But, I mean, second team, I would have to assume he's a lock.
Mhm.
And I actually have a little bit something different from you.
Good.
Bernard is the first player since 1991, which was Eagles linebacker Seth Joyner, to tally a season with 6+ sacks, 3+ interceptions, 3+ fumble recoveries. You got that? Yeah. Tremaine Edmonds had 6.5 sacks, 5 picks, and 0 fumble recoveries his
And
total career with the Bills.
That's the one I've seen.
Yeah. That's
I will
go
say
through. I go through Instagram and Twitter, and I just screenshot all the.
Oh yeah, me too.
All of
I'm
them.
with you.
I will say, like, when the Bills let Tremaine Edmonds walk, and he went to Chicago, and I'm looking to, like, you're looking at their roster, and you're just like, damn, okay, so we got Terrell Bernard, who obviously huge question mark at that time of what he really was or anything like that.
Undersized.
And that's the thing I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, damn, undersized. Like, is he really gonna bring that sideline to
Third round pick.
sideline? Like, and then you look at it and they're like, okay, well, they don't address that in free agency. And they're like, okay, well, they're for sure gonna address this early on in the draft. And they just really don't address it before they get Dorian Williams, who McDermott comes right out after,
Back-to-back
and
linebackers in the 3rd round.
McDermott comes out and says, "What Dorian Williams is probably going to play outside linebacker." Right? That's what he came out and said right after the draft. So
Yep.
then you're like, okay, they really didn't bring in anything to go ahead and like replace Tremaine Edmonds. So this whole entire time, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, we got nothing. We got nothing there.
What?
We're gonna get
Did
ran
you
all
really
over.
think that?
I thought because of his size, I was like, we are gonna get ran
That
all
was his
over.
biggest doubt.
I don't know. Knowing McDermott, I just figured there was something there that I mean, they develop linebackers like it's a factory.
Linebackers and corners, man.
Yeah, so I just figured I didn't
Christian
really
Benford, James
like
Jackson.
you. Who nobody could have thought he was gonna have the season he's
I was
having.
gonna say.
I mean, that's
I will say, if I
well, especially with Milano going on.
you already said this, if I was gonna be wrong,
Yeah,
I
right.
would love to be wrong about something
Yeah.
like this. Shout out to him, man. I mean, he's deserved every single bit of like all the credibility he's got this year. I mean, hopefully he gets the Pro Bowl nod. Hopefully he somehow gets an All Pro nod. That'd be awesome. But the guy's just playing lights out, man. Like he's fun to watch, and it's refreshing, dude. Because like they got their linebacker of the future, I think, with TB, and then you'll get Matt Milano back, and
Couple more
but
years, yeah.
I do want to talk about the corners, man, because like Christian Benford he's for sure cornerback number 2, man. Like that is like so solidified over there. Like that's his job, and then Rasul Douglas that trade looks week in and week out. That trade just looks better and better as these games go on.
Maybe looking for an extension.
I mean,
Past next year. I know we got him for one more year.
Yeah, he's gonna have to wait till that 1 year's up
Yeah,
because we don't have no cap.
yeah, he's gonna probably wait, but I think his cap hit next season's around $9 million or
It's not
something
bad.
like that. Yeah, and for the way he's playing, he's outplaying that contract.
Yeah.
I just it seeing the stats, watching the highlights. I'd say watching it live, but we all know what happened. Watching the highlights, it's just like the guy is like just making the Packers look stupid for letting him just go for what they let him go for. Like obviously, okay, yeah, you probably weren't getting more than the 3rd round pick for a guy his age, but that 3rd round pick that we're gonna get back from Tremaine Edmonds, by the way, is just looked like a steal. Like
I'm not sure. Do you know who caused that Oliver pick?
Rasul Douglas.
Okay, I was making sure
Yeah.
you knew that.
Yeah, Rasul Douglas.
All right.
And then Oliver.
He joked about
one-handed
it after the game. He's
Yeah.
like, I could have had my 3rd.
Yeah, I liked that actually. That was funny.
He said
I
something
can't believe
else
that
funny.
Oliver caught that. By the way,
One-handed
I jumped out of my chair.
with his right.
Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and then he said something else funny in his press conference, Rasul Douglas, about like, that the DBs were calling him a cheater or something like that, and then like he was like, no, the cheater in the room is Josh
Norman and Uno.
Yeah, and I'm
hiding
like-
the cards.
yeah.
I'm sitting here like, God, I forgot Josh Norman was still a Buffalo Bill.
Jay, no.
And then like, he goes into Uno about how he like hides cards and stuff like that.
Every time he brings his hand back up, it's always one last card. Yeah.
That's a team having fun, boys.
That is, man. That is that defense. That defense has been fun to watch. I mean, getting after the quarterback. I mean, you just can't like the 3 level stars of the season so far has been, I mean, on the edge rushers. You got Leonard Floyd, who's been playing amazing this year. Ed Oliver still remains to make that contract look nicer and nicer every week. And then you got Terrell Bernard at the middle linebacker position. Then you go the level above that, and you got Rasul Douglas and Christian Benford, who've played when they're healthy. Well, when Benford's healthy, he's played phenomenal this year. Obviously, Rasul Douglas, knock on wood's been in uniform every single game for the Bills so far. But
Poyer
It's
had
nice,
a pretty nice game too.
did he?
Yeah, I'm letting you know he had a pretty nice
Thank
game.
you. This sucks, man. This sucks. They were talking about this at work, and I was like, yeah. I'm probably not gonna have too much insight in today's podcast about the game. Like, because you can watch the highlights, but there's only so much highlights you can really watch that it's worth. Because the highlights are only gonna show you like what really truly happened, like the big plays. They're not gonna break it down by some plays where I can sit here and tell you how, like, I don't know. People were talking about Stephon Diggs this past week about the separation and that deep ball that Allen
and
threw
the
to him.
snap count and
Yeah,
his
and, like,
targets / usage.
This is all stuff that I just didn't notice while I was there for sure.
Well, it's fine. He's been going on for.
Now let me
last
ask
couple weeks.
you guys a question about the Stephon Diggs thing. Stephon Diggs' snap count went down significantly over the last couple of weeks. His targets have completely dropped since the whole Brady taking over as the offensive coordinator. I heard something the other day, right after the game that night, that I kind of agreed with in a way, and it made me think a little bit differently about it, and maybe gives me a little bit more perspective on what could be happening. Obviously, there's thoughts that maybe he's hurting. Like, he's, 30 years old now. We're in week 18. Everybody's hurting at this point.
Yeah.
Everybody's bodies are bruised. They're all banged up. Whether they're on the injury report or not, you're not waking up feeling how you did in week 1. I will say they I can't remember who it is, and I wish I did to give him some credit here, but they brought it back to a couple of seasons ago when Cole Beasley fractured his
Fibula.
He fractured his fibula. Stephon Diggs was dealing with his oblique injury. They were going to the playoffs like this. And they had just gotten on that long stretch where they had to win to get in, and they played all these guys like 70, 80% of the snaps. They got banged up. They got into the playoffs. They got knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what your guys' thoughts is on this, but I mean, you see Diggs playing 60, 65% of the snaps. His target rate has completely dropped. Obviously, it seems like there's a lack of production coming from Stephon Diggs, but at the same time, are they trying to keep him a little bit more fresh for the playoffs, or like what's your guys' thoughts?
So, early on in the season, I did say we have to limit his snaps. He can't just be a one-man wrecking ball. All the other receivers got to step up. But I didn't think it was going to go in effect like this, where he's getting, what was it, like 20, 30 less snaps on offense? He's coming off the field every other play. Yeah, you have a point. Maybe we're saving him for playoffs. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe Brady wants to use the offense more. Use the rest of the offense more. Get everybody else involved. But really, you're only seeing a couple other guys get involved.
See, right, and it's funny because like you hear about how when it was Dorsey as the offensive coordinator, it was they're trying to feed Stephon Diggs way too much.
Yeah.
Like Stephon Diggs, I remember he had a couple of games where it was like 14 targets, 15 targets, and then now it's wow, they can't get him the ball. It's just weird because like back then it was they need to start using other people. They need to get other people involved. Wow.
Now they're not using him.
Oh, thank you for that.
Love you, buddy.
He for those that didn't see that, everybody that didn't see that, he just flipped his phone. He went on NFL Fantasy and flipped his phone and showed that he is the champion in our league. Reminded me. I can't clap to that, man.
Thank you.
Can't clap to that.
Thank you, Tank. Appreciate you, man.
But
Appreciate you.
I will let it
I
be
just
known.
wanted to pull up Diggs
I'm
stats.
going to get off topic real quick.
It just happened.
I will let it be known when we were watching, me and John were watching the last like couple minutes of the 4 o'clock games with each other. And when it became official that John won the championship, there was a little coaches meeting, like you know how the coaches come out into the middle of the field. They shake each other's hands. They wish them well. We had that.
We did do that.
In front of the commissioner, and you know, I wished him good luck next season, and I hope I kick his ass next season, but that probably won't happen. But hey, it's nice that me and you will be drafting
Yes, sir.
real late in the draft. That's pretty badass. So,
All right, man.
but yeah,
so,
now your answer to the question. I apologize.
So, did you guys listen to Joe Brady's?
his
post-game?
his
No.
presser, yeah.
He pretty much just said Diggs has the nod to take himself out when he needs to. After that bomb, he comes out. I said, what was it, 2 weeks ago, maybe last week, that be careful, he might be on the injury report. He didn't. He has a back issue, lower leg thing, whatever.
He's 30.
Yeah, he's getting older. But Brady did say, like, we have plays for when he needs to come out to scheme up somebody else. So it's not like Diggs coming out is like, oh, my God, here we go. Like, the ball's not going to get thrown or anything. But on his targets, let me see, against the Broncos, he had 5. That was Broncos and, my bad, the Cowboys. He had 5 targets. Those were his least targeted game. He went 16 was his high. This past game he had 7. Against the Chargers he had 8. So it's not like he's falling off a cliff, really. Kind of like week 1 through 6 or 7 he was averaging close to 11, 12, which wide receiver 1s right now, that's around the number. Like Jetta's and Devontae's skewing it a little bit because there's nobody else there, but right around 11.5 to 12 targets and receptions around 8 to 9. He still has that. I mean, he's dropped off a little bit. Middle of the season, he was close to 5, 6 targets. Right now, he's still averaging almost 8. So if that's 2 more targets, you're at 10, 1 target away from the average. So I don't know. I was mad at after the game. I know I said you always washed. Once I watched the All-22, the All-22 did show that he wasn't getting open, but they also covered him. So
now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure him and Kincaid both led the team. 1, they were both tied for targets with 7.
Yep.
2, if I'm not mistaken, they were both tied for separation average yards of separation or something like that.
Mhm.
So they were the only two really kind of getting open to my knowledge. I mean, clearly, my opinion on that is a little skewed. but-
Shakir had two big third down conversion catches. Dawson Knox had one. James Cook had a couple. But
Closures right in the stock.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not reading too much into the whole Diggs thing because I mean, when you need him, he's gonna show up.
It's just the hot topic, and it's a
Yeah,
topic
no,
we
for
had to-
sure.
We had to
I mean,
touch
his
upon.
game wasn't good. He had 7 targets, 4 catches, 26 yards, and he did have a rush attempt.
Yes, he
believe.
did.
He did.
He was like 2 yards short of the end zone.
1 rush, 5 yards, which officially he does not have negative rushing yards anymore.
There you go.
Yep.
Nice.
There you go. Can't use that. Can't use that as
Also,
a stat. And who's
boys.
the man 12 years from now?
800 career receptions for Diggs.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Shout out.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. You're
I was
good.
gonna say I knew it was coming.
Yeah,
You had
my
it right
bad,
there.
man.
You had it right
You're
there.
good.
You get the assist.
We
for
just
that.
go through social media, screenshot everything Buffalo.
Yeah, pretty much. Built in Buffalo is my go-to, man. Shout out to them. While we're on offense, man, you guys want another trivia? I won't make you rank them. It's PFF.
Go for it.
PFF.
Oh, jeez.
You don't have to rank them. Just shoot me the 5.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Josh Allen's not on that 5.
No, he's not.
we go.
Offensive lineman. I want to go.
2 of them.
I want to go.
Give me Connor McGovern.
Nope.
Oh,
Give me Spencer.
Yep.
And give me. I don't.
Give me Deion Dawkins.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't want to say Mitch.
McGovern arguably had his worst game of the year.
Well, I
You
did
don't
hear.
hear much of that.
No, I did hear that the Patriots and Chris Brown and Steve Tash were
Yeah.
talking about this yesterday. The point of attack for the Patriots, like on the defensive line
Was
versus
go after
our
Connor?
offense, no,
was up the middle.
they completely won up
Yeah.
the middle the whole entire game.
They
Josh Allen had no
blitzed
time.
on almost a 70% clip,
That's
which Miami does not do. They might now that they don't have an edge rusher, but no, Belichick was setting heat up the middle all game. And
right.
it's not fair to say McGovern had a terrible game because, I mean, you're inside 3, just we're getting blasted. So
Now,
So we
But-
got
Dalton
So
Kincaid.
we got Spencer.
Kincaid's on
Dalton.
him.
so we got 3, right?
Yep.
I want to say Shakir.
James
Wow.
Cook,
James Cook at 5.
Wow.
and then that leaves one more with Gabe Davis.
Nope.
Oh, I thought maybe run blocking or something. Thought maybe that just carried him.
Is it gonna surprise us to go 2 tight ends?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. Okay.
It might surprise you who it is at coming in at number 1.
Number 1.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we just spent 10 minutes
Is it
talking
Diggs?
about him. It's Diggs with the 73.1 PFF grading.
Yeah, I wouldn't
It
have
went
been able
Diggs,
I wanted to guess
Kincaid,
Diggs.
Spencer Brown, Deion Dawkins, James Cook.
I would have got Shakir over Diggs.
Yeah, I don't fully understand how PFF works, but I know there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. So
Well, they like if I'm pretty sure if you go on their website, you can break down like plays and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it gives you grades for stuff like that, like on run blocking, route running, separation,
mm-hmm.
like all that stuff. All those guys, PFF's. It's cool to definitely
It's
go on.
Super cool.
It is
Yeah.
cool.
That and the All 22 are super cool.
Yeah, I got to get into the whole all 22 thing for real.
Yeah.
I
just got one more thing with the offense,
Yeah.
boys.
Go ahead.
I say it every week when the turnover battle. We had 4 and we scored 20 points. That is atrocious.
That is atrocious.
Pretty atrocious. And they had 7 points off of a non-turnover drive.
That actually reminds me. I know the one thing I did say to you, and he just brought it back to me, was when it was on the Jumbotron, I looked, I said, and I saw that we had 4 turnovers. I was like, Travis, when you have 4 turnovers and you only have like 13 or 20 points, I said, that's atrocious.
And, and Josh at one point was 2 for 11 for 5 passing yards.
Yeah. Yeah, the offense.
Poor Jacob, who took 220 passing yards or something for him in
Yeah,
the
Is that
parlay.
your drunk voice, by the way? I kept trying to figure that out.
Oh, that's actually just my outside of being on the podcast or work.
That's your
or-
normal voice.
That's just what we as a group kind of just talk like most of
Okay.
us. Me, Ben, Jacob, maybe
Yeah,
Travis sometimes, Dylan.
I don't know how it like developed, but we talk with this accent around each other.
Okay. I was trying to. I'm like, that's not Chris, man.
No.
I don't,
So
I
maybe-
don't
That's
get
not-
it either, Tank.
So
That's
it's
not,
not
that's
really-
not the Chris I know.
So it's not really. I guess it's not really an alter ego. It might just be my normal one. Outside of here, it's just not drunk.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm lost in this.
We have like a Peter Griffin kind of accent that we go for.
Yeah, we watch a lot of Family Guy together.
Yeah, it's just a thing we've been doing since early high school.
Because I didn't hear Travis sound like that in the video. That's why I was like,
Well, Travis,
I only do it sometimes.
he only does it sometimes. He doesn't do it the way that the rest of us do it.
I don't act like a fool like them all the time.
oh.
Hey, man, it's good. I had a great time. I had a
Yep,
great
and
time.
people around us were not.
And like I said at
I
one
saw
point.
I saw a person or two shake their head at Chris.
Yo,
Whoops.
sorry.
Sorry about that. I don't remember them, and they probably don't remember me.
They probably do. Spilled the drink on them.
They'll never
and
see me again. That's
wiped
the
their
best part.
shoes and- yeah, you're right.
I'm glad we cleared that up a little bit, I guess.
I don't know how.
You're welcome.
I've been meaning to talk about this before. How do you guys feel about the Bills fan going through the table on
Oh,
fire?
and he got on fire, and then he ran around on fire. You guys want to call me a fool? You want to say I'm embarrassing?
I don't.
The guy was on fire.
I know. I want to talk about this earlier in the episode, but I don't know how we got past it.
I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sitting
There's
here.
like 3 of them, right?
Something.
I only
man.
saw one video.
It's just
Here
Bills
I am.
fans.
I was gonna say, like,
But does it
I
get
don't
too
know.
far?
Probably.
No, it's never too far.
That's probably pretty too far.
I'm gonna be
A
honest
little
with
slightly.
My
I'm gonna be
man
honest
missed
with
the
you.
game because he had to go to the hospital with 3rd degrees.
you.
Meanwhile, Chris is drunk in the stadium.
Nothing's too far. We got people jumping into the stadium, the new stadium in the hole.
There's been like 11 arrests already.
we're
That's been a good
sacri-
amount.
we're sacrificing people in the new stadium. It's
So
it's
does Bills? The question is, does Bills Mafia get too much?
no.
Might not be to us, but if I was an outsider and I scroll on Twitter, I'd be like, no. That's just way too much.
Yeah, there's probably like a podcast out there for like the Rams or something. Are like, wow, I hate Bills fans so much.
They're crazy. It just
and
is
then,
what it is,
and then we
man.
got to get
That's
on
our
there and
culture.
we got to be like, well, we donate so much money.
Yeah. So
That's the go-to every time.
Yeah, gets us out of it every time.
We're good people.
We're good people, man. Just let us
Yeah.
drink and jump into fires and break tables and act like fools and yeah. Hey, man, I might have acted like a
Drop
fool. But
meatball subs on our tight jeans.
yeah, I'll never be. I went to Olivia's mom's the next day, and I said, hey, Michelle, is there any way to get like red sauce out of pants like that? And she said there we'll try. There
what
might not
pants
be
you
a
talking
way.
about? Yours or my daughter's? Or
Oh!
Ouch! Ouch!
That burns almost as much as the Bills fans.
I was gonna say, am I on fire right now?
Dang.
Holy shit! Put that fire out. That hurt. That hurt. I'll never wear them again, man. I got sweats on today. I got sweats
Go
on.
wear
Today.
'em.
I'm feeling cozy. Got the hoodie, the sweats, the hat. I'm feeling cozy over here. That's crazy. I can't believe you just said that.
I had to take a shot. The shot was there.
As we say on the Tank Talk, it was on the tee, man.
Yeah.
He had to take a swing
I
at
had
it.
to. You know me. I
well.
had to throw in those.
Yeah, I know you. You're not much of a golfer. That's the best part.
I've been trying to get into
Usually-
it.
It's a
but
good time.
I just I can't.
Usually you swing and miss. I feel like. And
I
that
do.
That one you swung and you hit it 400 yards right onto the green. Almost went into the hole. It was
Legend.
almost a hole in one. Good burn, man.
Thank you.
Good burn. But what an interesting week of football. I say it every week. I feel like an interesting week of football.
Yeah, I'm flustered.
Yeah, he's
Shook
thrown
up
off,
a little
man.
bit. Wow.
Threw me off my game a little bit, man. I'm already coming in here really not as prepared as I normally am, which I felt like kind of was like a rightfully so kind of thing. And then to add insult to injury, you just threw me off my game even more.
I tell you, it's the holiday, man. We're just getting off the holiday season.
Yeah, Happy New Year,
So,
man.
Happy New Year.
Everyone's
Happy
a
New
little,
Year.
goofy.
Happy New Year to you guys.
Happy New Year, Chris.
You too, man.
Hopefully 2024 is a better year than 2023.
It's been off to a
Can only
great
hope.
start.
Has been off to a great start. Has really been off to a great start. Hopefully it continues to be pretty badass. What's kind of badass is like the way, and we really haven't talked about this on the podcast because it's never really looked like the Bills were going to win the Super Bowl or anything that year, this year. But what's kind of cool is like, obviously we got the playoffs coming up next week. And, if the Bills could somehow go ahead and do the whole thing that we want them to do, and that's to hoist the Lombardi trophy. It's just kind of cool because, like, in February, I'd be celebrating on the beaches of Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
While you guys might be at the Super Bowl parade.
100% we're at the parade.
And you know how heartbroken
Taking
I'll
the
be?
day off.
taking the week off.
All of Western New York might just be closed the day after the Bills.
Yeah, I debated, like, me and my fiance, we talk about this quite often. It's like, it might be quarantine all over again, and I'm not sure if I want to leave the house because the city will be burning down.
Yeah,
So-
no, I would be absolutely terrified, but I'm going.
So yeah, that's the thing is now let me ask you guys this: Super Bowl is on a Sunday, obviously. I don't leave until Wednesday at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. or something like that. So I got Monday, Tuesday, open availability.
See, I don't know if they do them this.
I would say, do they
Yeah,
turn around and do it that
I-
fast?
I think it's.
Usually wait a week for championships.
That's a week.
I don't know
Isn't
if it's
it?
a week.
Is it
I
not?
know
No
it's
clue.
it's definitely 3 or 4 days.
I don't know, I'm
minimum.
new to this. I'm always at home watching the parade.
You're a Warriors
Yeah.
fan, dude.
Yeah, I've watched it. Yeah, that's true. I meant football.
You got what,
wise.
4 of them?
Yeah, yeah.
This is crazy.
It is crazy, dude. Like a few weeks ago, we were sitting here like,
Yeah, let's
Well, we're
tank.
fucked.
Let's tank.
fucked.
Let's tank for.
and then it just kept things just kept falling into place. We keep winning. Tennessee knocks off Miami, and it just everything just
They had a-
kept on happening. And
They had a 3-game lead on us.
at one point, they had almost a 5-game lead.
Holy,
We just had the head-to-head.
holy shit! Wow, they sold the
Yeah.
bag. They sold
Before
the
our
bag.
bye week,
Well-
I'm pretty sure we were technically 4.5 behind.
Well, they haven't completely sold the
Not
bag
yet.
We got to
Well,
take the bag.
they completely sold the bag when Tennessee knocked them off.
Well, that's a big sell, but they could still win the division on Sunday.
Oh,
So
they can.
the
That
bag
is true.
the bag is not
They can.
officially.
But give me
is- I'm
Bills
just
against
hoping-
the
I'm just
wall
hoping-
all day.
I'm just hoping this means something. Bills run the East. I'm hoping I'm buying merch. After
This
the
would
game on
probably be one of the crazier AFC any division winners. I mean, this is
It would just, dude.
it's going to be crazy.
I just want to get 4 times in a row, man.
That'd be awesome.
I really want it this year, just because
Well, dude,
I know
then you'll
we're
be
all
able to
on
really.
Twitter, and I've been seeing a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
Dolphins fans.
Oh,
We did.
yeah.
I think one guy, I should have screenshot it, but I didn't. This was a couple days ago. It's like, oh yeah, all y'all Bills fans think you're gonna catch us, blah blah blah, this that the other, and I was just scrolling comments because why not? And you know the meme of like Josh Allen in the mirror.
Oh yeah,
in the
he's right
car?
behind you.
Objects are closer than they may seem or something.
Yeah.
I just like a couple weeks ago, month ago, we were talking about we got to fire McDermott, and now we're like, well, okay, McDermott might
Well, he probably.
not be the issue.
Undefeated since those articles came out.
Yeah, still undefeated in the month of December.
The guy has got a way of like.
I mean, his defense is balling.
I was gonna say the guy has got a way of just bringing a group of guys together and accomplishing something, like winning some games.
Where is this going?
I'm gonna cut it off there. McDermott would probably bring it into some tragedy, but I'm gonna cut it off there. I'll cut it off there.
Too soon.
Weekly pick'ems. What was going through your head?
Why is it not funny?
Sober up, Chris.
All
Sober the
right.
fuck up.
I can't tell why it's not funny. I didn't say anything bad.
It's just too soon.
So
Thursday night football, even though it's not a thing.
Like I said,
I
me and
thought we were
What
putting
time is
that
this
in the,
game, man?
I thought we were putting that in the past, man.
What
We
time
moved
is this
up.
game?
No,
At
he's just
4?
gotta
Is it
bring it up,
4:25? It's got to be somewhere around there because we got 2 Saturday games.
who cares? How about we just pick the game?
Well, I care, man. I want to watch the damn game. I'll be at work
Hey, well, you know what game's prime time.
You won't be at work.
on Saturday.
Oh yeah, you will be at work.
A working man.
Even if it was Thursday, I'd be
Yeah,
at
that's true,
work.
that's true.
4:30 on Saturday.
Oh, okay. I'll be leaving work when that pretty much starts. What a terrible time to put that game at. But I guess the Texans and Colts is gonna be kind of fun to watch at night too, so that'll be kind of cool. Give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens. No.
We're gonna catch up somehow.
Do you guys want me to be the one to help us out? Give me the Steelers.
How's that gonna help you?
No, the
out?
Steelers need to lose.
Yeah, I know. Last week I picked the Dolphins. They lost.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sacrifice. Okay.
I'm
I
sacrificing.
get it.
you
You're
guys, man.
sacrificing your record for the Bills.
Yeah, I'm sacrificing shit, man.
Just say, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm rooting for the Ravens. Give me the Steelers.
Tyler Huntley, Lamar Jackson. Give me either of them against the Steelers.
I got Baltimore.
Yes. Okay, this is exactly how it went last time for the Ravens and Dolphins game.
Snoop.
All right. Texans at Colts.
Sorry, Tink.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
But I think the Texans win and they get in.
I'm Texans money
You know,
line. You
I'll
know
say-
that.
I'll
Give me
say
the
this,
Colts.
Because I was gonna say, Every single person I talked to picked Houston, and I love it. Keep them coming.
It's coming.
I picked the Colts.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming.
Nothing against them.
No,
it's
no.
just-
No,
Colts are-
Tank. I'm not
They're
gonna lie to you.
they're on the uprise.
And I'll tell you, like I've talked about the past couple days, they've already season's already a success.
Yeah.
We already doubled our win total from last year
without
with-
AR,
That's what I'm saying. So if we get into
There's a lot-
playoffs, that's great.
there's
That's
a
like-
lot to look forward to.
Yeah. So it's gonna looking forward to a primetime matchup for the division
100%.
potentially playoff spot. It's gonna be a good time.
Now, Tank, what I'll tell you is the history does not really fare well for the teams that I pick against these two. But I'm going to go with the Colts.
Are you sure?
I want the Colts to win, which if I wanted to win, I probably should go Texans. But usually when we do a sweep, that team pretty much wins. So,
Hey,
Yeah.
so there's a great possibility. So let's say Colts win, Bills win. We're talking like 70 to 90% chances. Indy and Buffalo. Are you guys gonna be pulling up?
oh, we're there.
Oh, we're
Our
definitely
tickets
there.
are already purchased.
All right.
Like they did my. So
We
we.
might gotta do a little tailgate party if that
We'll do
happens.
something.
Little
I gotta-
tank talk,
I gotta dress.
BillsAholic merch.
I gotta dress neutral. So whole game I'll have to sit like this. No emotion.
No emotion.
You wearing a Colts hat?
Dude, yeah, why don't you go Colts hat?
I'll explain.
Bills jersey?
I'll explain after.
All right.
Fair enough,
all right,
okay.
Fair enough.
Bills at Dolphins. Most important game of the week. Hey, I didn't miss that this time.
That a boy.
I didn't miss that this time. The most important game of the week for the Bills.
Sunday at 8:20.
We're jumping ahead. We're jumping ahead, but we're just doing it because it's on the board. I'm gonna be real confused next week when I go to do our records. I'm like, why the hell is this game so high up on the list? Give me the Bills.
Bills.
Back against the wall, give me the Bills.
I don't even.
say that might be, if it was anything otherwise, just end the show.
I'm also
Yeah.
putting something
And
on the
shit.
board.
You got to do it now. There's no.
Give me the eraser. give
Hey,
me
I
the
see my
marker.
name. What did I put there?
You actually got this right. You said
Let's
Pats
go.
get big dub against the Broncos.
Let's go.
So we left it up on there on purpose for it.
we,
We
had,
were talking
we had
about
a
this
little,
last
we
week.
had a little conversation about Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs scores twice this week.
Ooh. Everything on the line. I like it.
Jalen Ramsey?
He's hurt. He's injured.
Is he
Yeah,
playing?
He's gonna play,
Yeah, he's playing.
not feeling 100%.
Is Howard
Nobody
playing?
is. Neither is Diggs. Put it on the board, man. I respect it.
Dude,
I respect
everyone,
it.
everyone's banged up at this point.
Yeah.
Howard's likely not playing.
Josh Allen.
Yeah,
Josh Allen's
Xavier
hurt,
Howard
man.
most likely won't play.
Hold on, I'm not right.
All that means is
Cater Kohu and Eli Apple.
Eli Apple will probably play on the opposite. So
I
the
would
nice.
have
So
to
the thing
assume
about
Jalen Ramsey's going to shadow.
well, the thing about Vic Fangio's defense is Jalen Ramsey this season hasn't shadowed pretty much this whole entire year.
No, but
But I know with the circumstances, especially with Xavier Howard potentially not playing, you're probably right. But he's predominantly, I think, played on I can't remember if it was the left or right side of the field, but I saw it was like 93% of the snaps was on one side of the field.
yeah, we'll
so
see.
that's just how Fangio runs his defense. But at the same time, he's also had Xavier Howard to play right next to him pretty much the whole entire season. So I think that'll be kind of interesting. It's something to keep your eye on to see if it's Eli Apple lining up against Stephon Diggs
hope
or
so.
if it's but I'm gonna probably say
It'll be up
John's
against,
probably
like,
pretty
Gabe
much right.
Davidson.
But that should fare well for some
Yeah,
other receivers
little
on the Bills roster.
foreshadowing.
I'm going
We'll
to say
talk about it.
there might be some other Bills receivers that should have big games this week. All right, Bucks at Panthers.
Now we're back in order.
I'm just gonna say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man.
Yeah, give me Tampa.
Yeah.
Hey, over under on drinks thrown at a Bucks fan.
Oh wow,
Yeah. Did you see this?
I did
drunk
see. I
Chris?
see what he's talking about.
Okay.
I see what he's talking about. Yeah, well, yeah, they threw
He
it at
got
the Jaguars
fined.
fan.
He got fined $300K today.
It's
Did he?
embarrassing,
Yeah.
man.
That's just crazy.
300K?
Only
embarrassing,
300K.
He wipes his ass with that.
Yeah.
Shit, fucking,
does.
he won't even notice. See, if I was
300K?
that Jags fan, I'd be like, "Oh my, I'm blind. I can't see."
Yeah, right?
Lawsuit.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
He tried climbing the up the glass.
Tried to whoop his ass.
Well, then he gets hit with the lawsuit.
Yeah, that would have sucked for him.
Well,
That's one
well
he's probably not
deserved.
winning. That's one that he'd probably get killed into. Browns at Bengals. You know, for the first time, besides I know one Browns fan. Out of everybody I know one Browns fan.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, I used to work with him at the pizzeria. I'm at work today, and this guy comes in. The only customer I pretty much worked with all day. He's got a Browns hat on. So I was like, "Oh, you're a Browns fan?" He's like, "Yeah, I got Browns season tickets. So I gotta make the drive down there. It's only about 3 hours." He's like, "It's like at most it's like back-to-back Sundays, but he's like most of the time it's like a Sunday and then, you wait a week and then you go back. So no big deal. And I was like, wow, like if there was honestly, if the Bills don't make the playoffs or they get knocked out in the AFC, that's the team I'm rooting for, man, because they're the other mistake across the lake, man. So give me the Browns. Give me the Browns over the Bengals.
Yeah, I like the Browns here.
The defense
Took
is
the Browns,
crazy.
but I don't know. Do they have anything to play for here?
They really don't, because I think
No,
if I'm not mistaken, they're locked in.
Yeah, they're locked in at 5.
Yeah.
And they can't move to win the
I'll
conference.
stick with my pick because Browning's a fraud. So
1.
Wow,
Here we
one.
go.
How many more McKenna before he sleeps on the couch?
Vikings at
and
Lions.
the kitty litter. she
And the
said.
Kaler. I keep getting that mixed up every single week.
Vikings at Lions.
You already know who I'm taking.
Yeah, Nick Mullins, Josh Dobbs,
Nick Mullins,
whatever.
Josh.
Who else? Who started this
Jaron
week?
Hall
Jaron
got
Hall.
knocked
And
out.
then didn't he get benched?
Yeah.
Yeah, he stinks.
I'm gonna go to Lions here because they're upset the way they lost last week. I don't care who plays, they're pissed off.
I'm
They
going
can't-
Lions.
Are we
as
going to see
well.
Hendon Hooker?
He
I would love to.
Wow.
He
I
was
don't know.
back
Does-
a couple
does
weeks
his
ago.
knee work now?
Yeah.
I think he's good.
Probably not. Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Because I don't think the Lions have much. To
No,
play
they're
for
stuck.
either.
They're playing the Rams.
Yeah.
This
So.
Won their division.
I'm just gonna say this next game coming up on the schedule. This could be. I'm not saying huge or anything like that, but this, as a Bills fan, we got tormented by the Patriots for 20 years. Tom Brady completely ruined my childhood. Bill Belichick, I hate the guy.
Ow.
He loses to the Bills last week. This could be potentially his last game coaching the New England Patriots. That's absolutely I can't even. It's insane for those words to come out of my mouth. If I'd have told you that 10 years ago, I'd have maybe believed it because I was like, damn, okay, 10 years down the line, that makes sense. Maybe he'll retire or something like that. No, he might be losing his job this offseason. And I think it's crazy. Does Bill Belichick potentially win his last game as a head coach of the New England Patriots?
Undefeated against the Jets, right?
Yeah.
This is kind of an interesting game for me. Like, I just think it's neat.
I simply took the Patriots because I don't want them to have the 3rd overall pick. That's it. That's my reasoning.
I took the Jets just because they have Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones. Other than that, I personally don't care.
And I'm looking
about
on
this
the
game.
other side of things. I'm like, they got Zach Wilson and pretty
Trevor
much
Siemian.
Trevor
Trevor
Siemian.
Siemian.
So it's like, wow, all four of the quarterbacks that are rostered in this game blow so bad.
Zach Wilson doesn't want to play for the Jets.
Is it a way in
Bailey Zappi doesn't want to play
is,
for the Patriots.
is
Mac
a way
Jones.
in Pick'em's history that I picked the first tie in BillsAholic history. I'm gonna go Patriots.
3-3.
So what happens to your record if you get it wrong? This counts as a loss.
I guess it counts as a loss. Man, for the meme, I'm gonna go tie.
Nah, you would be like 144, 88, and 1. Well,
So
no.
Travis, you're
They
going
would
Jets.
have to.
Yeah, I'm going
I don't
Jets.
know, dude. That's a loss.
So if you get it right, it counts as a win for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really no benefit to just picking something so outlandish like that. All right. Falcons at Saints. Has anybody officially won the NFC South yet?
No,
No.
so it's if the Bucks win, they get it.
Yep.
Hopefully for Baker, I hope they do.
Bucks lose, it could either be Atlanta or New Orleans.
All 3 of them are still in the mix. Holy shit.
But I think Ritter might be playing for.
I got the
Atlanta
Falcons
again.
winning.
Saints are 8-8. Falcons are 7-9.
I got the Falcons winning.
I went Saints.
I took the Saints here.
Derek Carr's been getting it done these last couple weeks.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
Fantasy purposes, he did for me. I picked him up like 20 minutes
gotcha.
before.
About to say his stats are kind of booty.
I picked that last Thursday game when C.J. Stroud was out.
Mm-hmm.
I took Derek Carr like 20 minutes before game time, and he had like 26 points.
Game time decision.
Yeah.
Jags at Titans.
Huge game for the Jags.
Give me the Jags.
Yeah, I'm jagging off week 18.
Let's go.
Nah, I got the Titans.
Let's go, John.
I like it. 2 guys jacking off and it's
I have no faith in
and
the
this
Jags.
and one
at all.
guy's tightening up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh no, man. Oh, Lord.
See, I want a Titans win because if whoever wins Indy or Houston, they get the division, which is insane. to me.
Mm-hmm.
think about right now, but I got no hope in the Titans, though.
Me neither. Me neither. But they
It's going to be one of
pulled
the.
through for us once already this
Yeah.
year.
They
Why not
They
again?
might have it again.
Why not again?
They
There's
beat
got to
the
be a
Dolphins.
trap game in here somewhere. You know there always is. Every
Right.
single
Right.
season.
18.
Yeah. Why not them?
All right.
Why not Seahawks and Cardinals?
Seahawks and Cardinals. I got the
Absolutely.
Cardinals.
I also have the Cardinals.
Jonathan Gannon today did say Kyler is their future at the quarterback position.
So who do you got?
Seahawks.
Seahawks. All right.
Yeah.
The team that just
The Sea
beat,
Turds.
the team that just lost the Steelers against the team that just beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
Bears.
Eagles suck.
About to say, speaking of a questionable quarterback,
Bears at Packers. Are you gonna talk about?
he's
Jordan
gone.
Love? Jordan Love?
Oh,
Oh.
Fields.
You think so?
How
No,
is it?
not.
How is it that
After their
the
fans was
Cardinals
just-
owner, whoever, says, "Yeah, you know what? This whole offseason we wanted to get rid of Kyler. He's our future." Fields goes crazy. What do you have? Three touchdowns or something crazy?
I know he played well.
After the fans were saying we want
Nothing?
Fields,
I think he's gone.
He didn't see the Chief Keef video after the locker room video.
I think he's gone, man.
I don't.
what happened?
See, I don't think he is.
He's smoking a stogie and bumping Chief Keef.
So I think
That's got Chicago written all over it.
I think the Bears. I think the Bears got to buy into him a little bit more, man.
So what do you think?
Well, then they'll be bad for another 6 years.
Damn.
We've talked
That's
about this like the past 2 weeks because it's an interesting topic.
It really is.
Because what do you think they would get in return for him if the other teams know that they're trying to get rid of him?
I heard like a second or third round pick. Like, could you imagine for a quarterback like that, man?
You want to get no, yeah.
That's like, yeah, okay. He's not played the best. The guy he's had no talent around him offensively, pretty much. A couple of what?
They try bringing some people in.
It's starting to come around slightly.
Like okay, yeah, DJ Moore. That's a start.
Uh-huh.
Give me something else, Cole Kmet. Give me something else that. I mean, the guy's got nothing to work with.
Well, the problem is they had what, $90 million free agent money this year,
You know,
and they spent it all on defense. Most notably, their 2 starting linebackers, and nothing besides DJ Moore.
Look, I'm just saying.
You can go get another wide receiver too, and some.
Well, they have some high
I
draft picks this year.
I got a name for it, Marvin Harrison Jr.
I was gonna say they got some high draft picks this year, and there's some offensive weapons that should go early. And if the Bears don't have their names on some of those
They got
guys,
the number 1 pick.
yeah, well, I just
I'll
don't,
say
I don't,
this.
I
They
don't,
locked that in, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think they should move on from Fields, man.
I'd pair them up with Marvin Harrison.
They're in the driver's seat for sure. They control. Either option they go with, I don't think it's going to be a dumb decision.
Right.
They have so many things. Like, because what are they sitting at the 9th overall with their own pick? There's going to be like this draft class is loaded with receivers, so I don't know. It's just a matter of if you think Caleb Williams is a better quarterback than Fields, I guess, in their eyes.
No.
If you ask me,
Just not a Fields guy.
if you ask me personally, I think I'm keeping Fields. Have a
Say with
team.
the draft capital you have.
Because if you look behind, I don't mean to spend too much time on this, but if you look behind the Bears in the draft order, you got New England's probably going to need a quarterback. Washington, there's probably 2 other ones. If they kind of give the hint out that they're not going to take a quarterback, some teams are going to overpay, like we've seen with Carolina for that first overall. If they get Williams or Drake May, I don't know. Whatever decision they make, I don't think it's going to be the wrong one.
Bears Packers.
and I'm gonna go Packers.
Packers win, they're in. I'm going Packers.
For Tyler.
Yeah, I got the
For Tyler
Packers.
Lozada.
Give us the Packers. Chiefs, Chargers. Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Even though they look like shit.
Yeah, it's the Chargers.
Yeah, I know.
The Chargers are
Probably
gonna
backups too, there, right?
Probably.
Probably.
I don't even, who's the backup for Kansas City? I don't even know.
It is.
C.J. Beathard.
See,
No,
Nah, it's
no,
not.
it's not.
Oh,
Oh, you know who it
Jags.
is? It was
I don't know.
it's, an,
what
it's
was
an
his
older
name?
guy, right? It's
Let's go take a look.
He used to play for the Jags. He backed up Brady in
right.
Tampa.
That's why I was thinking.
yeah.
C.J.
Blaine
Oh,
Gabbert.
Gabbert.
Blaine
Gabbert,
Gabbert.
That's
Yes,
right.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Broncos at Raiders. The Raids.
Give
me the Raids.
I like the Raiders.
Give me the Raids.
Take Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Antonio Pierce stay there, you think, or they hired?
So
someone?
that's another interesting.
He's no.
No, you don't like him?
It's not that I don't like him. It's just historically
So what the
interim
Raiders
head
do.
coaches don't get the job.
Historically, it's just like so. What I'll say is,
Think he gets a job somewhere else?
No.
He'll be a coordinator. Or something.
I'm gonna say, like, I just hope the Raiders they just made this mistake a couple seasons ago before the whole McDaniels thing, where they had the special teams coach pop up and he did well, and then they got rid of him, and then they went to shit again. It's just hopefully they sit back and they realize that, like, your team, he might not be the best schematic coach, like he might not draw up the best game plan or whatever, but he's a player's coach. He's a player's coach. Like those guys have this whole back half of the season. I mean, if had he played in the first half, things might look a little bit different there. I don't know how much, but that's a player's coach. So maybe the Raiders, maybe they do the right thing here, and I think the right thing is you give them a crack at it. Who's going over there and playing better? Who's gonna do better?
So that being
Not
said,
him.
they're gonna give Harbaugh the bag.
And that'll be the
Sounds
biggest
like it.
mistake they could make.
No, not him.
Not him.
It's just
Harbaugh.
I get it. You get the whole interim head coach boost, but it's just
Okay, it's one thing to me. It's one thing as an interim coach. It's one thing to do it for a game or two, but to beat some pretty solid football teams and then to beat the Chargers the way they beat the Chargers. Like, I get it, they're the Chargers, but they just beat the absolute piss out of the Chargers. And then to go into Arrowhead the next week, and then I'm guaranteeing they're probably going to go into Denver or play Denver, and they're going to probably beat them because Jarrett Stidham's I don't think it's going to fare well against the Raiders. But it's just what he's got going for him. And you're probably right. Like, I guarantee you, he probably doesn't. The Raiders always make poor decisions with their franchise.
That's
It's
the
just,
rage, baby.
I say it's just historically been something they've done. I just personally think give them a shot. Give them a shot.
I like it.
how would you have felt if your Colts gave Jeff Saturday a shot? Not very good, right?
Okay.
But I feel like Pierce has done a better job.
I was gonna say, but again,
Pierce actually
100%, but it's
Pierce
the
won him
same
big.
concept.
but
Oh, yeah,
how many
yeah.
games did Saturday have as an interim coach?
2?
8?
Yeah.
8?
Yes, it was literally half the season.
Well, okay, so fair
I
enough.
swore it was late.
So-
he won one.
So there you go.
Wasn't it
1
the
and
first
7.
one?
1 and 7. 1 and
Against the
7.
Rage.
1 and 7 through 8, and then
swear it was
and then
less.
we're looking at a complete different story over here with the Raiders. Like, I'm not saying they're 7-1, but they've won a hell of a lot more football games than one.
I like Antonio Pierce, what he's brought to their team and everything.
There's
but
juice, man.
There is, but we just know how this story goes.
It always ends the same way, and I'm not going to argue that, but
Maybe Pierce is the sacrifice like Saturday was for the Colts. We'll see.
amen. All right, let's see here.
Eagles, Giants.
So we went Eagles, Giants here. Eagles, God, I mean, come on.
They need
man.
it. They need it.
Like are the Giants? Are the
Division's
Giants
up
gonna beat 'em here?
and for grabs.
Give me Philly.
Give me the Giants.
But
He's got to catch up somehow. Just let him catch up.
no
Let him
faith in
catch up.
Tyrod.
Yeah,
See,
give
Tyrod
me-
Taylor is the reason why I think they're
give
going to
me
win this
Eagles.
game.
What's the throw for 113 yards? And
Tyrod Taylor.
No touchdown,
113.
no
How
pass.
specific.
I don't know. It just
How
came to my
specific.
head.
Tyrod Taylor won't do enough to win you football games, but he doesn't do like anything terrible to lose you football games. Like, Tyrod's not going to throw. He's not going to throw 3 interceptions and completely lose you the football game, but he's not going to do enough to secure you a win.
How ironic if he throws like 4.
That would be funny, right? That would be funny. And depending on how the Eagles come on, I just think the Eagles, they're losing the locker room.
And knowing the Eagles, man, it's just
Yeah, back-to-back
Do
weeks.
you like?
AJ
Do you
Brown.
agree with that? I mean, T-Mobile won't do enough to win you big football games, but he doesn't do too much to lose you games. Like, he doesn't turn the ball
Yeah, he'll
over
keep
4
you in the
times.
fight. I mean, you seen it when he damn near won them that game on Christmas when they subbed him in.
yeah.
So
kept him in there.
I think there's a chance there. I'm probably
There's
wrong.
definitely
again.
a chance.
I'm probably wrong again. I've been wrong a lot. This
Eagles
But
year.
come off
if-
a loss to the
if-
Cardinals. There's a chance.
If the Eagles lose this one, boy oh boys.
Yeah, there might be some question marks being tossed around there. We'll have to ask Gene.
This might be one like I'm glad you would be right about.
Right. I
Giants.
actually kind of hope the Giants
Because
win.
AJ Brown dubbing the media 2 weeks in a row.
That'd be
or
kinda
2
funny.
out of 3 weeks.
That'd be kind
I'm
of
There's
loving
some
it.
Eagles fans calling for Sirianni's job. I think
Which is
that's
crazy.
extreme.
They were just in the Super Bowl.
Well,
That
yeah,
is
after,
extreme.
after that statement
That's
against the
very
Chiefs,
extreme.
it is
Yeah.
extreme.
That is extreme.
But after that statement against the Chiefs, when they beat the Chiefs, he was walking the locker room. What is he, like 1-3 since then?
Things just aren't the same
Little
without Big Dom, man.
I mean,
It's Big
they haven't
Dom.
been the same.
There you go. I'm gonna say it. Things haven't been the same without Big Dom. Started here on the BillsAholic.
I wonder how Gene's feeling.
Oh, hey, man.
Imagine
Gene-
DM him.
I'll ask him.
Check in on Gene.
I'll
Somebody,
ask him,
please.
man. Rams at 49ers.
Niners are sitting
Here we
McCaffrey.
go.
So the Niners clinched what, the first seed
Yes.
over there.
Rams clinch the
The Rams
playoffs.
clinched the
Can the Rams move?
So both
Yeah,
teams,
Wentz and Darnold probably.
both teams got nothing to really fight for here.
I don't know. I took the Rams. I
Flip a
don't know.
coin, man.
But are we going with the better roster?
I'm going 49ers here.
I'll go with I'll go Niners.
I wanted to go. Oh damn it! I wanted to go.
Perfect. I'll take the split.
Yeah, there you go.
He's got to catch up. He's got to actually
This
go over.
one might be big for you, John.
Could be.
Cowboys at Commanders. I'm going Cowboys.
Yeah, I got the Cowboys.
Yeah.
America's team.
Yeah. Cowboys.
What time is the game? And what time is the
Sunday
Eagles
at
game?
4:25 is the Cowboys game. Eagles, Giants, Sunday, same time.
Oh.
I was gonna say Tank according to his board.
Here we go again.
That's why I had to ask. My
Tank,
bad.
that game's probably being played at 8:20 p.m.
You got to get him going.
Sorry, I had to ask.
On what day, Chris?
Thursday.
Okay. Yeah.
What a guy.
You're an idiot.
There's no Thursday night football this week, man. You know,
There's not.
You know how upset I am about that? Like, I remember we watched the first Thursday night football game in the man cave, Lions, Chiefs. I was like, wow,
Lions got the W.
this is going to be a good season. The Chiefs just lost. This is going to be a good year.
Bills lose on Sunday.
If Bills lose on Monday.
Monday.
You throw something in the man cave. I walk out the house. It was just not the way we envisioned it ending. But here we are, week 18. That's a wrap, man. That's the picks this week. I'm sure we'll do something for the playoffs each week, but like that's all she wrote, man. That's all she wrote for the pick'ems. That is crazy when you think about it. I mean, Travis didn't fix the week 17 on the
I
tower.
just saw that too.
I didn't want to point it out.
It's
Why are we still going after this?
well.
I'm
I
taking
mean,
half
Travis,
blame. I
listen,
read
you
the
just-
games
I
off.
mean,
too,
well, okay,
so.
but we'll just blame the week 17 on the app. I mean, let's be honest.
You're the only one that blamed the app.
The app's fire.
The app it's
Yeah,
been nice so far.
You're a clown.
It's so nice.
He doesn't
so
even
far.
have his notifications turned on.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I got mine off too.
Oh, apparently I don't have,
It's because I stream the indie games and it's like
and it'll be ahead.
I'm
sometimes.
behind. So
Yeah.
ever since then, I just had it shut off.
Yeah, no, this is crazy, man. That it's the last week of the regular season. I mean, I'm hoping that next week does not start our first podcast with no Bills football. That'll be real weird.
Don't even say that.
It'll be real
Dude,
weird.
why?
But every time we talk negative on this podcast about
Knock
the
on
Bills,
wood.
they seem to
There you go. All right.
they seem to do decent things. So we'll see how well.
Hey, is
that
there
goes.
one final stipulation? Cap the season.
Oh damn! I mean, I'll be doing it for sure.
Maybe we could brainstorm after the show.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Why don't we should figure something out for like a playoff pool or something? We'll figure something out. We'll cook something up
Okay.
between us three. That'll be kind of badass. Yeah, I don't got myself catching up. I don't even think I took enough splits.
You
to
didn't
even-
take enough splits.
Yeah, so I don't even think I took enough splits to do it. So I've already crowned third place. It's okay. I got to lose in something because I'll never lose in the Who's the Man segment. That's just not going to happen when
I'm
we
never
get to that.
catching up to you.
We doing it?
Oh, we can if you guys want.
That's
That
I was
was-
into
cue.
it, baby.
That's
All right,
the
who's
cue.
the man? The man. Who's the man?
I'm not going first. I got yelled at last
Who's
time.
the man? Rasul Douglas is the man.
How did we do last week since I wasn't here?
Oh,
I didn't get mine.
yo,
I
so
completely.
I
I
stumped.
went Terrence McGee, and they both didn't get it.
Okay.
Who'd I
You
go?
went Leotis McKelvin when I said that, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
that was good.
Who'd I go?
Yeah, well, he guessed Leotis McKelvin.
Yeah,
on
I
Terrence
guessed
McGee.
it.
Who did you have that I think I got right?
No, neither of you got it. It was.
Did I get his?
It
Oh,
was,
you didn't
Aaron. Oh my God.
Oh,
what's his
Aaron
name?
Schobel.
Schobel. Yeah.
Schobel, and then who did you? You
Oh,
picked
Frank Gore.
Frank
Oh,
Gore.
I went Frank
you went
Gore.
Frank Gore. I got it. He
You
did.
didn't get it?
I flunked that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you want me to lead us off?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I
Here
was
we
so
go.
fucking mad.
I love this segment, man.
Legend.
All right. First fact. Went to Tennessee and Marshall.
Tennessee.
Had an 11-year career in the NFL. Played for the Bills for 6 seasons. Had 11 career receiving touchdowns, 7 with the Bills. Interesting stat that I threw in there as a little tidbit. He had 31 career first downs. Had 2 stints with the Bills. Played for the Bills in 2011 and 2011 all the way through 2014. And then came back to the Bills in 2019 and played here in 2020 as well. He played for the Bills, where he was drafted. Played for the Raiders, and then played for the Falcons.
11 receiving touchdowns.
Yeah. Don't let that haunt it too much.
Bills, Raiders, Falcons. And then
Bills. That's the order. Bills, Raiders, Falcons.
And then-
I mean, so it was really Bills, Raiders, Bills, Falcons. But like in his. Oh wow. You got it. That's pretty badass. Holy. It took 18 weeks, Tank, for him to get it that fast.
No way. You're lying.
Bills, Raiders, Bills, Falcons.
Bills, Raiders, Bills, Falcons. Started with the Bills. Played here in 2011 to 2014, then 2019 to 2020.
let me search. I'm gonna search.
So
his
2
name.
separate stints. 2 separate. Your answer's in there, so you can't change it.
Yeah, look.
This guy can't change it.
My answer's in my notes.
All right.
You want me to show you? My answer's in my notes.
Okay, I can tell you if you're right or not. Wow.
I just had to look him up.
It's a receiver, right? Right. No, I don't know. Oh, no. Bills, Raiders,
I'll tell you what.
Bills,
We'll
Colts,
give him-
or
we'll give him
not
a little bit
Colts,
more. Bills, Raiders,
Bills,
Falcons.
Falcons.
And I will say you're on the money. You got it.
Finally. God damn.
Proud of you, Travis.
Thank you. Holy shit.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That was pretty
2019
impressive that you got
Bills.
it as fast as you did. Good for you, man.
Thank you. I deserve a double pat on the back.
Yeah, you deserve a little round of applause from me. I'll give it to you. That was impressive that you got it that fast.
I can't think of nobody, John.
You just let me know.
Dude, I know. How'd it go again? Bills, Raiders.
Played for the Bills, then the Raiders. He left for the Raiders, then he played for Atlanta. Well,
Bills 2011.
Bills, Raiders, Bills, Falcons. Yeah, you were right. You had it right.
He came back in 2019.
He came back in 19.
Damn. I don't think I got nothing.
You want me to just?
Whoa, is he waving the white flag?
Yeah, probably. I got nothing.
Lee Smith.
Lee Smith.
Oh,
Would have never got there.
Blocking tight end.
Blocking tight end.
Blocking tight end.
Good for Travis.
Mm.
Thank you.
So Travis, at least.
Didn't know we had 2 stints.
Yeah, he played here early. Like that's like with
Yeah.
Ryan Fitzpatrick and all that.
Mm.
DJ Manuel.
that shovel celebration.
Yeah.
Shovel celebration was actually Scott Chandler, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
That's true.
whoops.
He was there.
So Lee Smith, and
You're right.
The most notorious thing that I can say about Lee Smith was he caught a touchdown against against the Patriots on I think it was like a Saturday night football game a couple years ago when the Bills didn't win the division, but they made the playoffs and got dropped off by the Texans.
Yeah.
That's pretty much like his most infamous career play with the Bills. The rest of it was just blocking. I don't care who goes next, man.
I'll go in order. All right. Let me just delete this name real quick. Texas A&M. Selected 8th overall by the Seahawks in 1994.
All right.
6 teams. Seahawks 94 to 99. Ravens 2000 to 01. Raiders 02. Buffalo Bills 03 to 05. Bengals 2006. Broncos 2007. He's a Super Bowl champion with the Ravens, who beat the Giants 34-7 in the 2000 Super Bowl. Defensive tackle, 398 total tackles and 44 career sacks. He wore number 98 and number 95. I'll go through it again if you guys need to.
Yeah, I heard 94 draft. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Who the fuck he get drafted by?
Seahawks.
The Seahawks in '94.
8th overall.
Oh, actually,
Travis is on fire this week.
I had to go a little bit.
this is all I got.
Okay. Chris, he's a defensive tackle. He wore number 98 and number 95.
I can't lie. I'm pretty sure the guy I wrote down literally only played for the Seahawks. It's the only thing I can get to.
Dude, what's his name, man? I'm trying to think of the guy that got the pick 6 against the Patriots. And like, I think the year we were born. Me and you were born.
Probably. I mean, he was on the Bills that year.
This dude comes out with fucking practice squad players.
This guy's notable.
It's gonna make me
He's
mad
a known.
because
He's a known player.
What's his last name, man? I feel like it's.
It's a white guy, right?
No.
Nope, I knew it. I
Nope.
knew it. I
He
think
got
is
it
this
wrong.
guy. I think it is this guy, man. It's not.
Yeah, damn it.
I almost feel like he was the Madden token Ultimate Team player last year.
All right, that's my final.
I'm not gonna remember his name, so I feel like I'm gonna have to tap out here in a minute. But when the hoodie goes up, I'm brainstorming, man. I'm brainstorming over here. Can I just say this? Does he have at all in his name? Is there a Sam?
Yes.
Is it Sam Adams?
Yes.
Holy shit.
That was your guess too. Your second guess.
Sam Adams. No, it was my first one. Oh, but for whatever reason, I thought he was white.
You like that? You like your second grade?
Just wrote it back down.
Sam Adams.
Sammy Adams.
Bang!
He had an offensive touchdown, too, didn't he?
Dude, I
think
knew
so, yeah.
nothing about what you were talking about. The only thing I could think of was I knew he was a D tackle for Seattle way back when.
Sam
What a
Adams.
good one.
Well,
You like that?
Yeah, he almost
write
had
those
Chris.
down, man.
You like that? Oh, I forgot.
Got it.
There's $100 in that bucket.
It's $100.
I got a heater here.
It's for Maranto.
I thought it was here this whole time.
Rents due.
And then we gotta pay that wood tank too.
That's right. You guys ain't leaving.
You can let us leave. Come on, I want to go 2 for 2, man.
All right, boys, you ready?
I'm ready.
Played at Coastal Carolina.
Oh Jesus.
Undrafted free agent in 2008, picked up by the Chargers.
Oh Jesus.
Three-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro. His legal first name is William. And he was signed by the Bills in 2017. I came with a heater, boys. I'm sorry.
Wow. Thank you for not helping us out at all. Besides the Pro Bowl.
William didn't ring any bells.
Wait.
No.
Say the last
Oh,
couple.
I got you. Coastal Carolina, undrafted free agent, picked up by the Chargers 2008, 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro. Legal name is William. Signed with the Bills in 2017.
Oh, you know it, Travis.
I do.
You got it?
Really?
Yes.
I thought you were going to know this.
So undrafted, signed by the Chargers.
2008.
3 Pro Bowls.
Yep.
There's nothing that gives away on either side of the ball. So
I think so.
you only played for the Chargers and the Bills?
Can't give that away, boys.
Wow. Wow.
Can't give it away. That one's a dead giveaway.
Damn, maybe I'm wrong then. I mean, my guess already.
There's a
answered.
team in between. I can say that. See, I thought for some reason you guys were going to know the first name thing. Because I was talking to him kind of about it. So
Actually, maybe I'm wrong.
I kind of feel bad for giving some vague shit. Do you want me to pick another stat about him?
I feel like it's too late now, man.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in the hole.
I'll come with less heat next week.
No, yeah, I like the heat. I feel like I'm gonna be mad at
Tapping out.
myself. I wanted to get to 15, but it might be wraps. William undrafted in 08.
Say this, he never went by William.
Like, I'm trying to think of either side of the ball and 3
Offense.
Fuck. I'm off then. Yeah, my guess is wrong. Damn it. I was so confident.
So in the
this.
17 year where we went to the playoffs against the Jaguars, right?
Mhm.
Who on offense do we have?
It's when my hatred for Jalen Ramsey started, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm not gonna waste much time on this. Kind of sucks, man, because I don't really have much. I don't have anything. I'm tapping. I'm gonna respectfully tap.
For some reason, I could have swore that his legal name was William, but I went Mike Williams. William Williams. That doesn't make sense
No,
anymore.
it was,
Now that I put it out,
Willie.
It was
no, it doesn't make sense anymore.
William Michael Tolbert.
Oh wow! And they played for
Oh.
the Panthers.
Mm-hmm. That was the giveaway there.
That makes so much more sense.
So there was a
Now that- now that-
He just beat that, didn't he? Didn't he?
yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So there was an article
Oh, wow.
when he got picked up
What a
in
good one.
2017 that his first name was his legal first name's William, but he never goes by it. He likes Mike better. It's his middle name's Michael.
Mm.
I thought
I don't know why I said that.
that
William Williams. Stupid.
I thought you guys knew that. My bad.
No, I like that one.
Now I kind of feel bad, dude.
I know. You came out with a heater.
No, you didn't get to 15.
I feel
You're
bad.
Okay. You're okay. Don't feel bad. You didn't get to 15.
Yeah,
You
so
guys-
we
you guys
all
hold me back, man.
moved up once.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all that happened. Nothing. Nobody gained any ground this week.
Yeah.
Stay that way.
Well, Travis, you want to be the one to gain some ground.
I do.
Mike Tolbert.
William Tolbert.
Yes, Casey, he
William
was
Tolbert.
with the Panthers. He got
William Mike Tolbert.
that's his name.
So William Michael
Yeah.
Tolbert.
I thought you guys knew that though.
And
That's, yeah.
That was a good one.
That's-
But I feel
That's the name
I
of the
know
game.
exactly if I put Panthers sitting in there, you guys are. Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Especially seeing
You know.
what's frustrating was I was just watching football the other day, obviously, and you see like how he was like the legend of the game, and then he put the hole right through the drum.
That's why I picked
And I'm
him.
like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like I gotta get something like that. But wow, guys, I mean, this is not where I thought we'd be standing this late into the season. I mean, week 18. A couple weeks ago, obviously, this is exactly what I was hoping for, and it's all on the line, man. It's all on the line right here. I mean, you can't backs against the wall. You can't ask for anything better as a Bills fan. You win, and you win the AFC East. If you want this statement to stand, Bills run the East. You got to win on Sunday. I like it. I like it, man.
Keys to the game, baby.
Keys to the game.
You want to go first?
I will hit you with a couple of things. I'm gonna go with offense real quick. Keys to the game is, man. I want to see. I really do want to see. Like, I'd like to see a Diggs breakout game. I just don't think you do here. I really
That
as
was my
much.
key
I,
to the
no,
game.
I like it. I want to see it though, but I'm gonna say it again. I want James Cook to just get involved. Like that defensive line is, other than the interior was Zach Sealer and
They're beat up.
Wilkins.
Wilkins. Those two right there have been obviously they're rocks as far as staying healthy, being on the field.
They lost Chubb.
But yeah, they're without Chubb. They're without Jalen Phillips. Jerome Baker's out too. So they're
Safeties are both banged
safeties
up
are
too.
banged up. They got.
Their whole team's
But
up.
I would
Xavier
like-
Howard.
I would like, as I understand, the pass game should open up a little bit here. I don't know if the Bills find the pass game this week. I would really like them to be able to. If they do pass the ball, I want James Cook to continue to get involved. Man, I love when he has the ball in his hand, and I think this could be a big week for Kincaid. I think this could be a big week for Kincaid. Now, on the offensive side of things, yeah, okay, names that you immediately watch out for are guys like Wilkins, and you watch out for Ramsey. The one guy I'm going to tell you that you need to shut down against the Dolphins is Andrew Van Ginkel. Like, Andrew Van
He's been on a
Ginkel
tear.
is on a tear. I mean,
I think he's a little banged
so
up too.
so I'll say this on the edge with Jalen Phillips. Van Ginkel stepped in, and he's kind of picked up right where Phillips left off. Phillips was having a solid year, and Van Ginkel comes in. He's made plays. The nice thing about being able to break this game down is you watch. I don't know if you guys watch any of the Max series. I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but like you get a good insight of what's going on in Miami for the most part. Like obviously there's stuff that they don't show, but Like it's just you get a little bit more insight of what it's really like down there and like the camaraderie between the team and what the coaching staff's like. And I will say like Van Ginkel is a guy to watch for that I'm circling for sure and going into this game, and that's a guy that I'd like to see them shut down. But the Bills have been it's been no secret that they've really been able to shut down some of these teams' best pass rushers. I mean, you can look back real recent to Micah Parsons. He got shut down. So I don't think it should be hard to stop a guy like Van Ginkel, but that's a guy that I'd really like to see the Bills eliminate early.
So Howard likely out. It will likely be Kader Kohu or Eli Apple. If I'm Josh, I'm throwing or trying everything toward that side. I'm getting Diggs involved heavily, just like my whatever that's called, my hot take. Also, back against the wall, this is the week I'm letting Josh be Josh by any means necessary. He's in his career, he's what, 8-2, 9-2 against the Dolphins?
I think 9-2.
So this is going for double digits. I'm simply letting Josh be Josh. He already owns the Dolphins. Why not let it ride for another game?
So, I don't know. I kind of was digging into some of the advanced stats stuff. What I think we forget about that October 1st matchup was in total yards, the Bills had 414. The Finns were at 393. I do think the game was a little bit closer than the score kind of projects it to be. The big stat I was kind of looking at, though, was we got Tua 4 times. You got to get to Tua, throw him off his timing. I mean,
when he sacked 3 times plus.
Yeah, can't win a game. So, I mean, minus that, like, I think this is going to be obviously way closer. But on paper, I don't see a way that the Bills lose the game. I really don't. Got to win the turnover battle.
You got to win the turnover battle. You got to get after Tua. I mean, I put that stat out there. It's kind of funny. I put that stat out there. I think we clipped it. Had a Dolphins fan, I think, on YouTube come after me and say Tua hasn't been sacked 3+ times this year. So then I pulled out a handful of games they did, and guess what, guys? All those games were losses. Yep. Every single one of them. So my stat still stands true. To any Dolphins fan, maybe that'll be a clip. To any Dolphins fan that's out there that thinks that stat is not true, you get your quarterback off your game, and he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. He can't win when the guy's sacked 3+ times.
Yeah, we got a Dolphin.
I'm going to be honest with you. That's a piss poor stat if I'm a quarterback. Like, you get sacked 3+ times, you can't win a football game. I understand that, like, yeah, that means your offensive line's letting you down. But, dude, I mean, I feel like Josh Allen's been sacked a handful of times, and he comes out and wins football games.
Well, actually, that doesn't have to be that your offensive line. Say Rasul Douglas jumps his number 1 route, and he holds onto the ball.
And a second longer, yeah.
Once you throw him off his timing, he is a fraudulent-ass quarterback.
2.
Dude, I know. I'm like Diggs, man.
It's
lower
decreased.
And lower. Yeah.
It's decreased.
No, but for real, like that offense it runs through timing and it runs through their run game.
You're right.
A-Chain, or however you say his name.
Mostert's likely out.
You nailed it on that.
Yeah, but A-Chain, I think A-Chain's better than him. First off, this guy has so many touchdowns because he's wide open.
I get it.
Or 1-yard runs.
And gets the ball inside the red zone.
He ran almost 30 times for 100+ yards, and it meant nothing because they got their shit twaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Like this offense it's just not the same when it doesn't have Tyreek and Waddle.
So I will say, you're 100% right. It's you mentioned Rasul Douglas jumping a route and getting the quarterback off his read, and I will say so. Where Rasul Douglas lacks a little bit in his game is he's not the fastest guy on the field, but where he does excel is the guy is smart. Like he definitely watches film when it comes to like. And I saw this on One Bills Live. Like they said it perfectly. And that's the reason I want to jump on this real quick. Is Rasul Douglas, like, there's probably nobody else in the film room that pays more attention than the guy like he does. On that route that that's what's his face Zappy through the pick six.
Mm-hmm.
I was told on One Bills Live that the reason he jumped that route was. He knew that if he was thrown off his first read, Bailey Zappi had a huge tendency to just whip the ball like to the strong side, and he jumped it, bro.
Oh, it was when they overload one side,
and yeah,
there's always going to be a backside slant.
And that's smart, dude. Yep. And he jumped it.
The thing with Rasul is he even said it when he was in Green Bay. He takes he takes risks, and he might get burnt once. Tyreek might torch him once on like a double move or something. But for him, it always seems like the risk or the reward outweighs the risk.
100%.
So I'm not going to be mad if he gets burnt one time.
Right.
Whatever. I mean, it's Tyreek Hill. He's the fastest man in the NFL.
Mm.
So, but, I mean, the Bills, when have the Bills given up a huge game to Tyreek? Maybe once.
Mm-hmm.
And it took overtime for him to
Yeah.
get all those stats.
Yeah,
so
so-
it's like,
I will say the only reason I bring that up is because you mentioned it. Obviously, there's a thing in the NFL where you sack the quarterback, and yes, okay, the defensive lineman that sacked the quarterback is going to get credit for the sack, but you give credit to as a coverage sack, like
Coverage
a
sacks,
coverage sack where the quarterback holds onto the ball too long. And I think you might see a decent amount of that against the Dolphins this week, where they do throw him off his first read with Tua, and they do get after him a little bit, and you know he's got to pull the ball down. He's not going to make a crazy play like Josh Allen does, where he makes a guy miss and he runs for 10 yards. I mean, no, he's right. Tua, you get him off his first read, the guy's a lost puppy, man. Like,
Right. So you guys, like you said, no Waddle this week. It's gonna be a Tyreek show. You get him off his first read, which is Tyreek. Make him throw to his lower tier wide receivers. You got River Craycraft. You got Braxton Berrios. You got Cedric Wilson. Nothing.
the only guy I don't want in the open
Chosen
field.
Anderson.
Yeah, he's terrible.
washed.
If you can keep Tyreek in check, I think the only other guy that can really burn you is A-Chain. Because, I mean, he's quick,
fast.
he's
Yeah.
dynamic.
Mhm.
I think he's going to kill you in the pass game, though. Because, like you said,
Because the other wide receivers aren't there.
Yeah, no Waddle. I think it's going to really be A-Chain and Hill.
Right.
So
I mean,
you eliminate at least one of those, you're good.
this is gonna be an interesting game, man. I mean, I'm confident that the Bills, when Josh Allen plays the Dolphins, plays his best games in Miami. Like as far as how he plays. And I mean, if there was going to be a guy that I want on the field with the division on the line, playoffs on the line, everything on the line for us, I mean, there's nobody else I'd rather have than Josh Allen right now. I mean, the guy's going to do whatever it takes to make sure at the end of that game that it's a hat and shirt game. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he's going to do whatever it takes to make sure that.
Did the previous week, took a stinger for it.
Exactly. Real shame that I didn't get to witness that.
Did you see the highlight of his pitch to Shakir?
Shakir, yeah.
So
Awesome.
And then I saw the picture.
did you also
the
see
NFL.
the one where he fumbled?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, did you?
You take the good with the bad with Allen. Yeah. Did you see that? Yeah.
It's not even that it's called a fumble, but he like threw it backwards.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing.
I don't know. It's one of those.
I feel like Josh has.
Yeah.
a
It's one of
tendency
those
to do that.
Josh plays where it's like, dude, just go down.
So
Yeah, you take the good with the bad. But if they come out like they did this previous week, dude,
they'll probably.
you can
probably
get 21 hung up on you in an instant. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't expect your defense to bail you out with
Yeah.
4 turnovers again. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
Which I do expect the Bills to do. I'm not saying they won't. I'm just saying, like you said, I mean,
is
Allen
always
plays
tough,
his best games against the
And
Dolphins.
it's always tough because you're playing a team that's already seen you. I mean, they already got their own film on you. They've got, and not to mention they got 17 other games before this to really break some things down. And I mean, Joe Brady's. Not that the guy has a complete identity established, but you're starting to catch on to some of his tendencies, how he
Yeah.
calls games and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is not by any means on a coaching level. This is tough. I mean, division opponents are never easy. I mean, the Patriots almost walked in and beat the Bills, and obviously we wish that game wasn't as close as it was. But at the end of the day, these games are the hardest games on your schedule because it's the guys you see twice a year. So it's not going to be easy, but like I said, man, I mean, there's just too much on the line. I mean, the Bills have accomplished. If you win 4 straight and you get yourself into this position and you don't capitalize on this exact moment that you thought about for the last 4 weeks, I mean, then you just didn't deserve it, in my opinion. Like you just don't win 4 games in a row and turn everything around and then lose somehow in Miami and it just all goes to shit. Like I don't know. It'll be nerve-wracking because like. Again, I still think the Bills are probably not a team that anybody wants to see in the playoffs. Their defense is rock solid, and I mean they're starting to get a little healthier on the defensive side of things as far as like the defensive line and stuff like that. That's big.
Forgot to mention, Daquan Jones had a pretty solid game.
He played 53% of the snaps, and for a guy that just tore his pec, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he had a pretty solid game.
Yeah, you've been hearing about it all week.
So I mean,
from him on Twitter and stuff.
And you got if he had 53% of the snaps last week, I'd assume somehow probably have a little bit more this week.
I'm sure it'll go up.
I say it'll probably go up a little bit. The guy, and you're right, the guy, like from what I watched in the highlights and stuff like that, and from what I heard after the game, he had a solid game. And it's just like
nothing crazy on the stat sheet, but
it's comforting to have him back.
Yeah.
I feel like I said before, I think he really excels at Oliver's game a little bit because he has a guy that can take that much weight off of his shoulders. It's the best time of the year as football fans, man. Because
couple questions for you guys.
Need this.
Yes.
Vaughn another healthy scratch?
I hope so. Any defensive lineman that goes on the field over him is right now, unfortunately,
Kingsley Jonathan had a pretty solid game. I think he had 3 or 4 quarterback rushes. Didn't show up on the stat sheet. I think he might have had a tackle or a half a tackle, but his presence was at least
felt.
Von Miller healthy scratch. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then is Rasul Douglas gonna follow Tyreek?
See, I don't think so. I think they'll do the same.
No?
I think they're gonna do you keep Rasul Douglas on one side. I just as much as I want them to, like, you know how the Bills play a lot of zone defense. As much as I want Rasul Douglas to follow him, my one thing is I could see the Bills. They got a lot of trust in Christian Benford too, man. I mean, Christian Benford.
Right.
I just think those two corners are solid, and not that I think I like Rasul Douglas's odds to stop Tyreek Hill better than Christian Benford, but I like both of them, man. I don't know if he follows him the whole entire game.
I only ask because he followed
like
Kelsey.
He did. So maybe
and they
Kelsey,
also McDermott also manned him up on Kelsey for
like that.
40% of the time. So
You might be right.
Oh, I have no clue. I was just curious
you might be onto something.
what you guys think.
I like that. I do like it.
I love Benford, but I like Benford away from the ball because you've seen him force 3-4 fumbles.
He's good at punching that thing out.
Yes, he is. I like him.
He'll come up behind you.
I really like him
They
away
both
from the
kind
ball.
of are.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you had that, they're both. They got a knack for just trying for
To
turn
find
over
the
the football. For turn over the football. I mean, they both kind of got that knack.
Yeah.
That's good to have in some corners, man. I really do like Benford a lot. Like Benford has been, I mean, he's been real fun to watch this year. Like he's locked down the cornerback 2 spot. There's going to be some interesting conversations this offseason with the cornerback room, and it starts because you definitely have a cornerback 1 in Rasul Douglas, and I think you definitely got a cornerback 2 in Benford, and you've always had a nickel cornerback in Teron Johnson.
Yeah.
That job's locked up, so it's going to be some interesting conversations to be had here in a couple
We're
of
here
weeks.
for it.
But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This game. This is what you want, right? Like we were talking about this at
yeah.
work. This is the type of football that it's fun to watch. You anticipate it the whole entire week, and then on Sunday you got to go the whole entire Sunday slate. There it is, right in front of you. 8:20. You got a chance around 11 or 12 o'clock to be AFC's champions, man. And there's nothing better than that. There's nothing better than that. December football is always
100%, man.
December football is always really interesting. Then January football is just a little bit more interesting. And obviously the Super Bowl in February. Crazy, man. Crazy how time flies.
I got to bring this up, boys.
Bring it up.
No, but we stayed away from the MVP talk today, but I found something interesting. So obviously Lamar is, a minus 50,000 favorite now, something crazy like
After
that.
his
So
crazy ass game.
So he's for sure a lock, but just quick little Allen versus Lamar comparison. Total touchdowns, Allen 42, Lamar 29. Total EPA, Allen at a 197 and Lamar at a 135. EPA is expected points average, which just means when you have the ball, how much does the stats think you're going to score? Total games of less than 2 touchdowns at rushing or throwing, Allen 0, Lamar 6. Total games
defense,
with
man.
EPA per game less than 2, Allen 4, Lamar 8.
It's
Just-
crazy, man.
Just
It's
to think,
crazy.
if the Bills come out beginning of the year, they win the games they're supposed to,
Yeah, he's
we
probably
would not only have a cover boy, we'd have the MVP.
I'll say Allen would probably be the betting favorite right now if you're right. If we won a couple more
Yep.
games, no doubt that, like we said, we had this talk last week where with Moranto, and we said
Mhm.
it's certainly a quarterback stat now.
It's a quarterback
It's got to be a
award, but
win-loss record and stuff like that. So
it's essentially a record
it's
reward.
I would say it's unfortunate because you're right. Lamar Jackson probably walks away with it, which will now be his second MVP, right? And I mean, as long as if all can go well and Josh Allen is maybe an MVP in a different category in a different game,
That's
I'm
right.
not complaining.
Means
Just
so much more.
100%, man. Just had to throw it out.
I like
Get our weekly MVP hate out.
Yeah, I'm so.
It's terrible. They got to switch it.
Yeah, they
Just
do have
Most
to switch it.
valuable quarterback or best team.
Yeah,
I was close to driving over to Pennsylvania and betting Allen last week until the Ravens-Dolphins game happened. So, yeah, I'm saving my gas.
Yeah. Well, it's just so stupid. Like, Dak has one bad game, he's out. Purdy has one bad game, he's out. It's
Hey,
like,
man.
come on, dude. Lamar's not even going to play in the last game for the whole game, and he's still going to
he's
win
gonna
it.
win the MVP. Yeah,
And Allen's going to double his touchdowns.
I'm saying Allen's gonna have to quite literally put his team on his back for
Yeah.
4 or 5 straight weeks, and if they make the playoffs, he's probably got to do it again for 3-4 weeks. So, I mean, you're gonna play the best of the
We'll
best.
see, man.
You're gonna play the best of the best here, and if you make the playoffs here in a couple weeks, the only good news is you get the second seed, then you really are of the best of the best. You're playing the lower best of the best. So we'll see how it goes, man. See how it goes for sure. But hey, man, I mean, God,
What a ride, boys.
what a ride! What a
Who would
ride!
have thought we'd be contending for the freaking AFC East?
It's awesome
Division
to think.
championship,
It's awesome to
man.
think because you're a little bit. The emotions are kind of all over the board here because you're 6-6. Well, when this all
You were.
went down,
Yeah.
you were 6-6. There was talks on this podcast about firing McDermott. I brought it up.
You guys had a early mock draft segment.
say
We did.
we had an early mock draft segment because things just kind of felt like they were falling down on
Yeah.
us.
Just felt like the great.
And then
the
4 weeks later, a whole month later, we're 10-6. This is exactly where we wanted to be when we were talking about this 4 weeks ago. I mean, yeah, it's been ugly. Like there was a couple of pretty wins in there. Oh,
but a win's a win. Ugly wins.
God, maybe there was one pretty win in there. But
Miami.
yeah, let's say it's
You just
well,
smoked the Commanders.
well, no, I'm talking about the last four.
Oh yeah,
four
there
wins.
hasn't been one good.
Yeah,
good
so
one.
they've been kind of ugly, but the ugly ones, man, you just got to go 1-0 each week.
Yep, just got to win.
Let's say the Bills said it. This is their playoffs. The playoffs started 4 weeks ago, and they just got to keep winning, which is a scary thing. But at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, if Josh Allen's the guy under center, I like at least the fact that they have a chance at winning pretty much any game against anybody. As long as
If
he's
there's
the
going to be a
quarterback,
game
so-
where the offense goes stupid, it's going to be this one.
Right,
So
right.
Diggs scores 2 touchdowns.
I hope so, man. Hopefully-
I sure hope he does.
Hopefully Diggs gets on the board twice, and hopefully the Bills are AFC's champions, and hopefully this podcast next week's talking about breaking down a playoff game, because, man, like I said, it's just an interesting week because you could be out or you could be AFC's champions. It's
Yep.
doesn't get more interesting than that. Does not get more interesting than that. We will see where the BillsAholic pod what we're feeling around 11:30 on
We
Sunday
might be
night.
donating to a
I was gonna say, wait, what's,
to either a
what's-
Ravens charity
what's
or
Lamar's charity?
yeah,
What's Harbaugh's charity?
what's Tyler Huntley's charity?
And what's Ryan Tannehill playing? You think for the Tennessee Titans?
Probably.
What's Tannehill's charity, man?
Yeah.
Because
Hey.
gets it done, I'll donate too. Come on.
there you go, there you
You got
go.
rooting interest.
The
there.
BillsAholic pod and the Tank Talk pod. If the Tennessee gets it done, you might just see a donation on their behalf.
Right.
How about that? Fellas? How we feeling before we break this down real quick? How we feeling?
Feeling confident.
Is it confident across
Like I
the table?
said, man, on paper we're the better team, in my
I
opinion.
like it. I like it.
Josh does great against the Dolphins.
I like it.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, man, if there's gonna be a
Always
game
is.
where the offense carries for once, it's gonna be this one.
I like it. I like it. But hey, I got nothing else. I'm gonna hit you with just one big go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.